in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground. Shit.
Radio Underground, episode 186. Lizzo's pajamas got bananas in them. What do you guys think of Lizzo being the hair metal of our time?
So, like, what? She was making people eat bananas out of her vagina or something?
Not hers.
Oh.
According to the story, and this is all allegedly, we weren't there. So let's just put that out there.
Yeah.
But according to the story, she was making her dancers, her backup dancers, eat bananas out of strippers' pussies.
So,
all right.
It's called the team building exercise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
agree.
Camaraderie.
Hey, man.
You know, the funny thing is, Brian, there's a podcast called The Tower Gang.
Oh yeah.
And he said the exact same thing. He's like, you want to know who's going to get in the trenches with you and do the dirty shit.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
You want to know who's on your side.
No, I've never listened to that show.
Okay, but it's
Except
just
for
funny. That's
every
exactly.
day. No,
I think Clint, the head guy, used the team building.
Whose podcast?
They're called the Tower Gang.
The Tower Gang. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh well, I see. Great minds think alike.
But they're
Absolutely.
But they fancy themselves. Their tagline is they are the most offensive podcast. They're up there, but
Yeah.
I still say it's Del Rey Misfits.
Yeah.
And I told him that, and he said thank you, but fuck you. That was his response.
Yeah.
I was like, well, dude, they are the most offensive. I'm telling you.
I basically heard vaginas, bananas, Lizzo, and her
Yeah.
crew. And I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
it sounds like something fun's
I
going
had to
on.
do some research because last night when you did the video with the banana and everything, well, hey, it's great. And then I was like, what the fuck's he talking about?
Oh,
I knew about the Lizzo charges, the things, but I didn't get any specifics. So
Yeah.
I had to look it up at that point. Now I know.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at it because I was at the show last night and then I got up and I just started doing yard work. So
but she
yeah.
did the Led Zeppelin, but instead of a shark, it was
Instead of a mud shark, it's a banana.
yeah.
got you.
Yeah. So but my sister, whose birthday it is, by the way, happy birthday!
Oh yeah,
Kate.
happy
Yes.
birthday.
But
Happy birthday to Kate. Happy anniversary to Craig and Amanda.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All family.
yeah.
And she said, she said, was Lizzo like Motley Crue or something? Like, yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
I guess so. Well,
Like I said, team building. You want to know who's going to ride with you?
Right.
Awesome Lady says, we have you casting on what?
On our TV.
They're casting on her couch. What are you talking about?
Well, we're on a casting couch. This isn't leather.
Yeah.
This isn't black leather.
Oh no.
Remember that casting couch changed the game?
It did.
Because you'd hear the leather scrunching around in this high gain microphones,
Oh.
so you could hear the sucking and yeah,
It was so much high gain. It was
Right.
terrible.
it was like open heart surgery level of closeness and
It was bad. We did we made fun because remember AJ used to listen to the show.
yeah.
He doesn't do
I still
shit.
talk to him every now and then.
Well-
like we share memes.
They were at the time his girlfriend was looking for a job and the one guy was bringing her in to see if it was something she could do. She didn't end up getting the job, but we used to make fun of it because the guy who was interviewing her was he seemed like a sleazy car salesman because he was.
Yeah.
Like he came from a long family of car salesmen, like local legend car sales people.
Okay.
Like his great uncle's nickname was Hoot.
Oh.
Yeah. So
For real?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We'll get into that later. But he brought her in and he was going to interview her for the job, but his office was under construction, so he took her up to the conference room upstairs, and I swear to God, it has a black leather couch up there. And they're like, yeah, they're going up there. I'm like, hold up. They're doing an interview up there? And the one guy's like, yeah. I'm like, there's a black leather couch up there. He's like, what? I'm like, there's a black leather couch up there. He's like, and I'm like a casting couch. He's like, oh shit. And his girlfriend, his wife now, is a beautiful girl. Mm-hmm. She's really good looking. So he's like, no way. I'm like, yeah, I think he's doing a casting couch thing. So when AJ came in, we're like, we just made fun of him relentlessly. He's like, yeah, the casting couch. It's like, you didn't get the job, but it was horrible. We were so merciless. It was fun. She didn't get the job though, so I mean that's a good thing, right? If she didn't get the job, that means she didn't perform.
Yeah, that she wasn't held to that standard.
Or didn't perform well enough.
Or didn't perform well.
Or didn't perform well enough.
Are we getting no audio or something?
I don't think you're hoot material.
On this.
I don't think you're hoot material. No, yeah.
Let me do what has worked in the. I mean, it doesn't. It's the important thing is they can hear us on a restream, which that's more important.
Oh,
but let's just restart this though.
Oh, the Podbean.
The Podbean thing ain't working.
Flick the bean.
Yeah, we'll just delete this and we'll start it over. But anyway, yeah.
But everything else is still going, so we'll just keep it.
Yeah.
Just,
but
but
just do a new live
no,
show.
I knew Lizzo was kind of freaky. Allegedly, if this is true, she's very freaky. So
she's a big girl.
She could play the flute like a motherfucker too. That's not even a sex joke, like an actual flute.
Not the skin flute.
An actual flute.
Yeah.
She plays like a motherfucker.
Was she at band camp?
Yeah, no, she was a band. She's from around here. She's from Detroit.
Yeah.
And she was in band.
Band camp.
She went to band camp.
The band nerd.
Playing flute.
Yeah.
Stuffing pussies.
One time.
There we are. We're good.
I stuck my flute in my pussy. What? That was from American Pie.
I stuck a banana in my pussy.
So I don't see anything wrong with her. If she did this,
Well, maybe
allegedly.
she did. Yeah.
What happens in a strip club is supposed to happen. Supposed to stay in a strip club.
Well, like I said, it's
This
team
is
building.
true.
Team building. In fact, actually, before the banana thing, the only thing I'd read was that the dance instructor lady who was teaching everybody the dance moves and stuff was persecuting one of the dancers because of their religion and kept on making fun of their religious views. And I was like, oh no, that's wrong. And then the banana thing came up like, well, this is way worse than that. But
Yeah, this is. Yeah. Well, if you go on tour, I think everybody's probably okay for the first few weeks or month or so.
Yeah.
Then they get bored and it's like, all right, orgy time.
Orgy time. Always
Bananas
orgy
and
time.
pussies.
Yeah.
I didn't realize they had that much fresh fruit at strip clubs, though, where they
They might have like a buffet.
It's like,
All right,
how you
everybody.
put the emphasis, like the strip club DJ emphasis on
The
that.
buffet.
Buffet.
it's like-
All right, everybody.
watched-
Give it up for Mercedes.
I-
Don't forget the complimentary buffet.
Tom had a good idea for a strip club.
didn't Little get blasted for calling her backup dancers fat? Well, yeah, that makes her an Uncle Tom then. Like me.
The fruit is not fresh. It's good. Okay.
I hate other fat people. I can only be the only fat person.
Yeah.
So I get Lizzo's point.
Yeah. Well, dancers aren't supposed to be fat.
Like, yeah, I'm the talent. I can be
Yeah,
fat.
right.
What's up, cuz?
Yeah. Everybody else
What's up,
can't be
cuz?
fat. Only me.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it's got to be.
What's up, cuz? Going
So-
down to the club tonight to the complimentary
It's terrible.
buffet.
Tom it was in the group chat the other day, but I think it was Tom, who had a good idea for a strip club based on metal alloys. Like, next up on stage, tungsten.
Oh yeah, carbide,
Carbide. I thought that was great.
titanium,
Graphite.
graphite. Oh, graphite sucks.
Yeah.
Be like a German chip.
Yeah.
Graphite's gnarly.
Yeah.
How about some magnesium?
Yeah, it was a good idea.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
if it's in- if
I
it's in
agree
Oregon,
wholeheartedly.
Copper.
Copper actually works too.
No.
Copper top. No, that'd be Duracell. Never mind. Forget I said anything.
So you get silver and gold. You get two Jewish chicks.
Yeah,
Right
but
there.
that's easy. Like, did we say platinum yet? Because platinum.
No, platinum. Yeah, of course.
Because silver and
Some of
gold
them
are
went
the
to space.
obvious ones,
Yeah.
but it's still good. They're still solid.
I mean,
know?
yeah.
They're still good names.
Get one with like tumors. This is mercury. Liver spots and stuff. This is mercury.
That's mercury right there. Oh, that'd be.
Yeah, you could go down that road forever.
I feel like he had a name for it too, and I don't remember what it was in the chat. I'll have to look it up. Oh,
a name for the strip club?
yeah.
Yeah. And it was something metallurgical.
It was some metallurgical, yeah. Might have been called metallurgy. I don't
Yeah,
know.
might
when we
have
did all
been.
that Lizzo talk, and I never hit this once.
We looking for some niggas who be sucking pussy lips.
No, you did.
That should have fit.
Now you did.
But yeah. So yeah, I was thinking about though, if she would have like been born in the '80s, she would have been with Motley Crue doing it.
Yeah.
Been way
Oh
better.
yeah.
No one would have cared.
Ozzy would have been in the corner snorting massive amounts of cocaine.
I have to apologize. Morgan came up with it.
Oh, did he really?
Idea: a strip club for scientists called Heavy Metals. Each girl will have a heavy metal name like tungsten, iron, so on and so on. The drinks won't have their names, but the atomic properties. That's pretty genius, actually.
Yeah, where do you...
They could play with themselves and they squirt out shavings at you.
That was the same day Pee Wee Herman died, too. So that's why I probably forgot it till now.
Pee-wee. Pee-wee.
It was like that, and then all of a sudden I said, here's all my money for the strip club idea. And then Pee Wee Herman died. I'm like, what? So
now I realize why I typically drink for every show. The last couple times I haven't done it, my eyes and my back, I've noticed my pain. I'm drinking. I don't know. Like, oh, this is miserable right now. When I'm drinking, I don't care. It's right now, like my back, and then my eye for my fucking thing that happens every day. I re-aggravate it.
Your eye, yeah.
And so now any light, I got super light sensitivity.
Don't you have like dark mode for your screen?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it down.
Or do you have like blue light glasses or anything? No. Okay.
I need them though.
You should get them.
What's he say? I'm a fatty.
Oh, sorry. I might as well go to where people are actually talking. Sorry.
I'm a fatty. I have inside meat burger.
Yeah, so
I have no
we're
rivals.
reading the chat for those of you that might be listening to us on the podcast and the next day.
I have no rivals. No fatty can be my equal. And take me to the future of you all. Thanks, cuz. That's the Premise Land. A.K.A. the Premise Land.
Go check him out.
Check him out.
He's funny as hell.
He is funny. It's our cousin. Our cousin, not his cousin.
Yeah, of course.
He's our cousin.
He's our cousin, of course.
That's our cousin there, but that's also our cousin
Yeah.
chatting, but different cousins on different sides.
Yes.
It's complicated.
Yeah.
Not really.
And Morgan's my cousin and not theirs.
Yeah,
Just a real
yeah.
confusing mess.
One's dad's side, one's mom's side.
And then Jeff's not actually related to anybody. He showed up one day and
I rewrote the Highlander theme song.
oh, he is. Yeah, read the lyrics. It is. It's the Highlander theme song.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
I didn't even pay attention to it.
I do that
No, I
sometimes too.
didn't
Songs.
either.
Just make up random stuff to old TV theme songs.
So
Like-
Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about him.
Breaking news: Pee Wee Herman died.
Yeah.
We're only 9 days late.
Well, we shit happens.
We were busy, whatever.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
It sucks. We had to miss a show.
Wait, we're not even 9 days late. It was an exaggeration, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Pee Wee, man. You know, we talked about before about his indiscretion in the porn theater and stuff.
Yeah.
That is so tame compared to everything that's happened since.
Oh, that wouldn't even make the news now.
Nothing.
Oh yeah, compared to like other people, you're saying?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
oh yeah, for
All
sure.
the other stuff we've gone through in the last 30
For not
32
being involved
years.
in not being involved in a pedophile ring, he's normal.
Yeah.
Well, somebody said something at work. They were like, "Oh yeah, I remember when you got in trouble."
Yep.
It just said like, "What a pervert." I go, "Well, first of all, he was in an adult movie theater. What do you think they're gonna fucking do in there?"
Yeah.
That was kind of the point.
To me, like that's exactly where he should have did it.
Yep.
Yeah, because back then they didn't have the streaming and the good things we have.
He
now.
wasn't doing it in front of like some kids or some old lady in a car.
No.
He was doing it in an adult movie theater.
Yep. Wasn't dressed as Pee Wee Herman.
He didn't get in that much trouble either. He got like arrested and then like
Yeah. It wasn't much. And then he made fun of it like a couple months later with the movie awards. Haven't heard any good jokes lately.
He and Rob Lowe handled their shit the right way.
Yeah.
They mocked themselves.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it.
Just go along with it, take the heat, and then it goes away.
You fucked up, and
But when you try to like hide from it or have people not bring it up, it makes it worse.
yeah, exactly. It's just I do have to say, Pee Wee's Big Adventure is still one of the finest films ever made. Mm-hmm. It still holds up. I loved that movie when I was a kid. I love it more now that I'm adult. Like you pick up stuff on it you didn't pick up on back then. It's such a good film.
I want your bike, Pee Wee.
Big Top Pee Wee, not as good.
No.
The sequel, no. It makes sense. What was the circus in his front yard for? It doesn't make sense. But his bike getting stolen and him going across the country to retrieve it, that makes sense.
And fucking, the very first one was hilarious.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah, Lindsay
great.
said she sent a couple texts that didn't show up.
What?
On
There was
here?
stuff up there that she
There was
sent.
stuff early.
No, there's something like right between like where.
We're probably not going to get this.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
internet's fucked, man. It's just when you live stream, it's just a
yeah.
headache.
It just said. Speaking of bananas and flutes, did you hear the one about the vaginal splits?
Oh, you know what? Maybe she got blocked.
Oh,
Remember that happened to
Wait, yeah. There's certain words. There's certain words that get.
then she said in Lincoln Park, they have a 2-story stripper pole. The strippers climb to the top, push the lightning button, then drop the vaginal splits to the floor.
wow.
It's life affirming.
Because who was it last time we did a show?
Yeah,
and they got
maybe.
banned right away.
Yeah,
Was it E-Cook?
probably.
No, it wasn't. No, it was Phil.
Yeah, it
On
was.
yeah,
It was
yeah,
Phil.
Phil, that's right.
Because he threatened. He jokingly threatened to kill us.
Yeah, that's right. But she was.
Well, he probably does want to kill us, but
he probably does. He's a Slav.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, Pee Wee and Cheech and Chong.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. He was in that. And then someone had a picture. Someone showed a picture online. It was all these people that went to Cal Arts together. It was Paul Rubens, Katie Seagal, who's Peg Bundy,
Yep.
David Hasselhoff,
Really, the Hoff, huh?
and then some other dude that they said maybe this guy. I can't remember who it was, but it was all these people all in the same picture. They're all good friends. Still were recently, but
the
yeah, Pee Wee Herman was pretty awesome.
well, you know what was cool is like there was a whole bunch of actors saying that like he never missed anybody's birthday, and so a lot of them were like playing these little clips because he would send videos to them
Yeah,
and do goofy shit. It was pretty funny, some of them.
yeah. He had a press release a couple days after he died where he said he was sorry.
Yeah, did you? Yeah,
He
I
said,
know,
he
they
said he was
posted-
sorry that he didn't tell anybody he was dying.
Yeah,
Basically,
they posted it after, a few days after he died. But he actually wrote it like not
Yeah,
too long
before- yeah,
before,
yeah.
saying that he was sorry. He didn't want to because he didn't want sadness.
Yeah.
He wanted humor.
he kept it
you know?
private.
Yeah,
Norm did the same thing.
Yep.
yeah.
That's
He
pretty
didn't
cool.
want people to be sad for him.
Nope.
You know, I mean, he battled for like 6 years.
Yep.
Or like some of them old timers that get cancer and not tell their family.
Yeah.
I'm just losing weight.
I mean,
I'm
that'd
fine.
probably be the only people you
Oh
should
yeah.
tell.
When I was dating Melissa, her neighbor, one day I was like standing outside having a cigarette in front of her house.
Oh yeah, you told us that. And you just
And I
looked
seen
like,
him walking. I go, dude, he looks gray. And she was like, yeah, he does. I'm like, he don't look well. And then like 3 days later, he'd never told his family, didn't even know
See that
he had like cancer, like bad. You know, he was like,
even if it's just right before the end, you got to prepare them a little bit.
"What's up, AWH?
But
It's double time for your dime.
he
Not double the time, guys."
because it was Pee Wee's Playhouse, and everything was like a stage show first, and then they did a special on HBO, and that's what turned into the show.
Oh, yeah.
the movie, and then the show.
I remember watching it. I was a kid, and it was
Yeah.
definitely adult,
Oh yeah,
but like mom let me watch it.
I watched it. I watched it after.
Yeah,
many years
but I mean,
later,
I watched it when I was probably. I think I was like 9 years old or something like that.
It's funny too. If you go back and watch it now, it was even before the show, so it didn't
Yeah.
have Larry Fishburne in it yet.
No.
But like Phil Hartman was there. Miss Yvonne was Charlie's mom from It's Always Sunny.
Yep.
Just a bunch of people in it and stuff. And it was like, oh yeah. I used to love Pee Wee's Playhouse too. Holy
yeah.
shit,
Oh yeah. Great show.
that was demented.
Yeah.
I remember watching it, but I don't remember specific things about it. I just remember occasionally watching
Well,
it.
he had a bike.
I was watching the club with the
I
clip.
remember the
with-
movie word for word, basically,
Oh, yeah.
but not the show.
You didn't really watch the show that much?
No.
Oh.
But I mean, I remember the intro and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne and the Soul Glow Jerry Curly had. And
Dude,
John B. the genie.
that might be
Make it like a high, make a hiney ho.
that I remember.
but the opening theme might be the best opening theme.
It's one of the best.
any ever.
That was probably
It's
Danny
definitely
Elfman, right?
It's
It's got to be Danny Elfman.
It's definitely way up there.
Yeah, it was.
I saw a clip of him with Roddy Piper.
Oh yeah,
Did you ever see that?
no.
It's pretty funny.
Oh, on the show?
No, there's a clip of like him coming on to I don't know if he came on to Piper's Pit or what, but like Roddy Piper was interviewing him and making fun of him, and he was like was like making fun of him. He was like, "Look at that suit. That suit's stupid." He's like, "I know you are, but what am I?"
His prolonged death in the original Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
And then if you watch after the credits, it's still going on. He's like,
He's still ain't dead yet.
Yeah, that was one of the best parts of that movie because that movie wasn't great.
It wasn't.
It was.
It had super hot Chrissy Swanson in it, though.
She was fucking.
Yeah,
I don't know.
really
It doesn't
hot.
say who wrote it, but it says who sang the song, and it was Cyndi Lauper doing a Betty Boop impersonation.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
yeah,
Who wrote it though?
yeah. Okay, that's what I said on WWF. He was on. He was with Rowdy, and
Probably a fan.
and he was like making fun of him. And he was making fun of him back.
That's good.
I saw it on Instagram.
Oh, I was wrong. It wasn't Danny Elfman. It was Mark Mothersbaugh, of course, the other guy.
Another weird guy.
Devo.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was just a great show. I've seen it in reruns as an adult too, and I still like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cherry the chair, Terry the pterodactyl.
Yep.
It's good stuff. I remember the Christmas special where people kept on giving him fruitcakes as a Christmas gift. He's like, "Oh, thanks, fruitcake," and it was a joke. And by the end, he had built a new room on the playhouse out of
With fruit.
out of
Yeah, I
fruitcakes.
remember that.
Speaking of fruitcakes, you guys hear about the Island Boys?
Mark Mothersbaugh basically composed my childhood.
He did
Yeah,
because
yeah.
of Rugrats and all that other
Yeah,
stuff.
right.
I did. They're weird.
Well, if you weren't more already disturbed by the Island Boys,
Yeah.
this is real disturbing.
Yep.
There's a video I seen at my feed, and I was like, "Oh man!"
And they're brothers. These are twin brothers.
The one
right?
was
Or-
like he was necking up, kissing him on the neck real sensually.
Yeah.
And then I didn't watch where it went from there. I heard they just kept going, but being gay, whatever.
Yeah.
But they're brothers,
Yes.
They're actual
They're
blood
actual
brothers.
Blood brothers.
and they're
They're making out.
they're making out for money, I guess.
Tongue.
It was so bad.
Everything.
I don't know if it's OnlyFans or what, but they're promoting something.
I don't know, but
Look,
All
guys.
I know is that's not happening.
Look, dude. Everybody, look.
I'm not making out with my
Ju-
brother for
No.
any amount of money.
You need to do what I do. Just use hashtags for fucking attention. Don't fuck your brother.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's
Yeah.
DFK. Don't fuck your brother either.
Yeah,
No,
I'm
DFB.
Yeah, DFYB.
Yeah.
Don't fuck your brother.
Don't fuck siblings.
What if their steps? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't get.
No.
I saw it. I was like, it was.
No.
I thought about clipping
$20,
it.
$20.
I thought about clipping it, showing it to you, Al,
Yeah.
just to see the shock of it. But it was so. It was so bad. I was like, all right, I can't even do it. I'm not even.
It's pretty bad.
Just don't seek it out. That's all I can tell you guys. If you haven't seen it, go.
Yeah, don't look out Island Boys making out, please.
Yeah.
Because-
don't be a BFI.
I think you'll get more than just that video, but
I'd rather eat I'd rather eat a banana from Lizzo than fucking watch that again.
Yeah.
I think Lizzo will be a lot of fun.
I wouldn't want to eat a banana for
Uh-oh.
that stank ass pussy.
Internet problems.
Yeah, we're connecting. Having connection issues. Again, for the
You
millionth
rat
time.
bastards.
That's not going to affect the recording, though. So
No, it don't matter.
okay.
Seems like we're okay on here. It says our connection is excellent.
Yeah, I just did it for a second, but
Yeah, it just popped up on.
No, but you see this yellow? That's not good. That turned yellow, then it turned red. That's bad. So it's the restream, maybe?
To activate chat, please enable channels here.
Did we get kicked off everything, maybe?
yeah, Lindsay got us kicked off.
Yeah.
I hope we got kicked off everything. That way I can finally promote us.
Right. Right.
We've been banned.
Oh, it still says 8 and 5 and 5. I don't know. I think it was just maybe a little buffering issue or something.
Then we can play that Luke Skywalker song,
Which one?
banned in the USA.
Oh. You ever see them on Donahue when they showed up on
fuck
Donahue?
yeah.
It's one of
Back in
my
the
favorites.
day? Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah. And all the white people in the crowd were like, huh?
Hey, we want some pussy.
Good stuff.
According to this, we're still going.
Yeah, I think it was just a little hiccup. Whatever.
Just something about chat?
I don't know. Maybe the chat. No, it was. We were definitely. No, look, see, that's red again. They went red. That's not good. That is an ungood.
An ungood.
But it's green now.
She's innocent. I believe it.
know.
You are innocent. It's just.
You're not that innocent. understand.
Yo,
But anyway, yeah, Island Boys are gay with each other.
they're gay with each other.
For pay.
It's gay incest.
So he's still
There's nothing
here
wrong
to
with being
see-
gay. It's the incest part. we have
There's a
wrong.
hard dollar to make.
Yeah.
That is a hard dollar to make.
You still hear and see us. Okay. So
That's
it's
great.
just a minor glitch in the Matrix. It's good now. Don't worry.
Do we have more people?
We had a couple, yeah.
Yeah, we got.
Oh, we got. Is that 8?
Yeah, it's 8.
Ooh.
I think because Lindsay's here and she's not usually. She's making up the difference.
Well,
and then-
so is her husband, Jason's on.
yeah,
too.
see, that's the extra. Oh, we just went up to 11
Whoa.
record-setting nights, guys.
Wow.
So, yeah, so basically the my suggestion, if you're down on it, if you want to get your channel to grow, don't be gay with your family member.
No.
Murder's coming. Red on your screen means murder's coming.
Now, is it turning red here or no?
Nope, I haven't seen it turn red since.
Okay.
What?
All right, anyways, moving along.
Yes.
So we were so the Oppenheimer movie.
I've heard of it.
I heard they
The
were-
Japanese took offense to some of the memes and stuff that Americans are doing about the Oppenheimer movie.
Yeah.
So they, in retaliation, made a bunch of 9/11 memes back,
Oh no,
but they didn't realize that we love 9/11 memes.
I'm a fan of them now.
Yeah, so they're like, no, dude, here's a good one. And so we're out memeing them, making fun of us. Like, no, here's how you do it. And there's people doing the Hulk Hogan meme where it's like the classic one.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan giving the fucking boot to the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
So
Oh no.
to all none of our Japanese fans, we like 9/11 memes.
Yeah.
You got to make fun of like football or something.
See, we get over stuff. Apparently, Japan.
Yeah.
It's been 22 years, and we're basically over. We're not over it, but you know what I mean. You haven't got over it, and it's been almost 80. So, although it's a little
Grow up, Japan.
grow up Japan.
You can't take a little razzing.
I mean, so
Well, the thing-
so we dropped a couple bombs, took a few people out.
Just a few.
Just get over it.
We bombed a lot of people.
Even the people that died are horribly scarred for the rest of their life, mentally and physically. But whatever, it's fine. You
Hey,
good.
man,
They had the zombies walking out. The
it
forest, though.
happens.
Well, the thing is, it's like Big J says from Del Rey Misfits.
Mm.
The best thing that can happen to you is lose the war of the United States, because now you're going to have a bunch of infrastructure. We rebuild it.
Yeah,
Yeah, right, right. Yeah,
it's true.
just let us bomb you, and we'll rebuild it.
And it'll be better than before.
Yeah, right.
Now they got better cars than we got.
It's true.
Oh, their shit's awesome. They make Dark Souls, best fucking
Jason's
game ever.
got a nice.
Created God's
Dark Souls is the
Fallout.
greatest game ever
right.
made.
Yeah,
Great.
That's true.
Created Godzilla with the Fallout. There you go. Godzilla.
Oh,
Or
see?
they put Raymond Burr in the fucking. They like dubbed him in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They took the Godzilla movie and then re-released it 2 years later, and all they did was splice Raymond fucking Burr into it. It was a hit. We're like a toxic ex that you learn from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's a good way to
I didn't ever thought about it that way.
Yeah, it's a good way to put it.
Japan's not. I mean, not India. India wasn't offended by it, but they were altering the movie too because certain scenes wouldn't make it past their censors and stuff. So there's some sexual scenes between Oppenheimer and his mistress, and
okay.
also they're sitting there having a chat, just butt ass naked in some chairs, and they CGI'd a black dress onto her so you couldn't see her boobs and stuff.
Oh, really?
It was
Oh,
it was horrible
in
CGI.
India?
Yeah, you know how like when you do stuff like if you should see the infomercial for like Girls Gone Wild, it's like too wild. It has like
Yeah,
the black
yeah.
square over their tits and stuff. It was like that kind of CGI,
Like a public access.
but it was like they just did a black dress. Like she's sitting there in a black dress after they just fucked. You know, let me put my dress on after we fucked.
Of course. Well, that's what
Let me have a look-see here.
Every woman I've ever been with always puts their black dress back on
Yeah.
after I'm done.
Yep.
They just want to get the hell out of there.
Can't blame them.
Yeah, they're having a full blown conversation though, and she's has a black dress on. But anyways, yeah. So it's been altered by a few people. But Japan, you're never gonna learn, man.
How does the creator of the Kama Sutra get hurt by nudity?
Yeah.
Paper cuts.
Paper cut.
Yeah, so I don't know. I haven't seen. I have no intention of seeing the movie, so I don't.
It's only 3 hours long.
I know how it ends.
Well, seeing that, like, I see so many movies.
Movies. Yeah.
Never.
I need the punchline. Jason, what's the punchline?
Oh, how do the creators of the Kama Sutra get hurt by the nudity?
Get butt.
He's got question mark
it's not
at the end.
It's not a joke. I thought you were telling a joke. I'm sorry. I'm like waiting for the punchline of that joke. So the Indians, being the creators of the Kama Sutra, for some reason are offended now by nudity when they weren't then when they made the world's oldest, most referred to sex guide. Got you.
Paper cuts, man.
My black dress has sparkly sequins shaped like bananas. Oh, it's a Lizzo black dress. I see.
The Lizzo.
Great.
How much do you guys think Lizzo can squat? I'm going with 450.
About 450, yeah.
A flute. Yeah. I think she can squat a flute.
A bushel of bananas.
And bananas.
Oh, why bananas? Because she's black?
No, because she makes her backup dancers eat a lot of pussies.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, because of the buffet.
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 And heavy metals.
Heavy metals.
Yeah, so I guess speaking of nudity and filth and all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
I've seen on Twitter some really super hot AI girls.
Uh-huh.
You see these AI girls?
Yep.
They talk.
They talk.
The only thing I noticed, there's only one little glitch in it. Their arms look phony.
I've seen that. Why is
That's,
that?
Their arms don't look like, because it can't quite get the tonality of a female arm.
Yeah, I wonder if that's like back in the day, animators always had trouble with hands. So maybe it's like the same thing.
Yeah, because I was looking at this one blonde one. I was like, oh man, she's great. I'll give up real women for her.
Yeah.
But she kind of had the phony arm.
Yeah, I've heard other people say that like even like in like pictures they're like you can tell that they're not real, that they're AI generated, and it's something to do with their arms.
But the face, the tits, the voice, the way they react to things is hauntingly real. Haunting.
And Ted, no, we did not mean X because we're pine-knobbing Twitter. It's going to be Twitter no matter what. We're not going to call it X.
Did they change it to X?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna look into building me an AI harem, and I'm gonna just make them the way I want them.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
And then I'll do a show with them. Not Radio Underground, but a different show.
Different show, yeah.
They'll be kind of here, but they're not. But I'll have them dubbed in, worshiping me.
Oh, makes sense.
And then it's and I can treat them real bad because they're not real. I'm not hurting anybody.
No.
Like maybe a sandwich.
Have a AI harem,
and then
that's it.
And this is internalized misogyny. No, they're not real.
No, I wouldn't do this to a real person. Probably,
I would never do this to a real person. Just swiping at Eric.
Who and if you did, who cares? It's none of your business. You don't worry about it. What happens behind his closed doors?
It's like when Rogan was talking about people getting mad at hunting in video games.
Oh.
You could shoot anything in a video game, but they're mad. They're like, it's not a real deer.
Right.
It's not a real deer. You're not killing a deer.
No.
It's fake.
No.
It's like I can shoot a deer in game because it's not real.
You can also shoot them in real life, and it's fine.
They're complaining about overworking the horse in Witcher 3.
Oh my God!
It's not a fucking real horse. It doesn't get tired. It doesn't need water.
Wait, they were seriously?
I should say they obviously
somebody was
mentally ill people who are too far one way. Whatever. I don't.
Yeah.
It's just it's not a real horse. But the thing is, people will think they can do that to nobody thinks they can do in a video game what they do in a video game in real life, and if they are, they're mentally ill and they're going to do it anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
A normal person isn't going to do that.
No.
I'm going to just walk up to people and punch them because I played GTA.
I'd like to.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Yeah, but I know that that's not it's not a social norm. You're not allowed to do that.
There's a game on a telephone called Tofu Hunter.
Yeah. What was it about? Tofu Hunter.
Oh, you go around picking plants and then process it.
Yeah, soy. All the soy you can get. I feel like it was more detailed than that, but
I always wanted to drive down like the sidewalk of like a farmer's market or the art fair or something.
You can do that.
Yeah.
You get in some trouble.
But I want everybody to jump out of the way like in the movies. And nobody get hurt.
Yeah.
Just all the shit get fucked up.
Oh.
Oh yeah, like
Just all the booths get destroyed.
they always did it in the ethnic part of towns, like Chinatown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the cops chasing the bad guy, and they go through.
Yeah.
And they're like scattering.
They got better reaction times too, so
Yeah.
it's probably better that way.
You hunted free roaming tofu blocks. You essentially had Doom weapons.
Oh, okay. It's like Doom, but with tofu blocks instead of demonic alien things.
Yeah, that's.
makes
Nobody
sense.
could be offended. Well, you know what? People might be offended by
Why has
that.
it gotta be
why,
tofu?
Why are you killing tofu?
Why you gotta?
You're
why is it
treating
gotta be
tofu badly.
Yeah. You wanna? Oh, speaking of horses, Daniel Radcliffe likes to shoot them too. Oh,
I don't know.
no.
I don't know that reference at all.
I do. So after he did Harry Potter and it was all done, he started doing Broadway,
Yeah.
and he did a show called Equus, which is about a boy who falls in love with horses and then really falls in love with horses.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, really falls in love with horses.
Yeah.
And he did some nudity in it and stuff. So
I heard about it, but I never saw it.
Blues
Blue-
Brothers Mall Chase is a dream of mine. Yes,
It is. It is also mine.
Long
I
as
was
he
going
didn't-
to bring it up.
As long as he didn't end up like freaking Mr. Hands,
No,
that guy from the
He did
famous
not.
video.
no. It was he was
Got his fucking colon punctured.
that's not the sound of that still haunts me.
Yep. Nay means nay. Yes.
Nay means nay.
He's trying to distance himself from those Harry Potter movies a little bit.
But I didn't talk about it here because multiple podcasts already talks about it. But there's a rise of podcasts of zoophilia people, like trying to plead their case of how they're not fucking. They want to be part of that LGB. They want to add.
Oh,
their,
really?
Oh.
Well, they should. They should be able to get that.
They're fucking animals. Alan.
Yeah, but that's just another letter they get to add on. Come on.
that kind of affects the other people.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. I only know the first four anyway, so the rest of them I don't even know.
That's true.
So fuck it.
You,
But I was thinking,
it just reminds me of
No
South
offense
Park
to any of you who
when
are
Nabla
those
was-
other letters.
I just acknowledged the big four.
None of the other.
That's terrible.
I'm sorry, I don't know all the other letters.
Al's
you guys,
looking good for the next John Deere spokesman.
you guys fucking. You guys add a new letter every fucking month. Fuck you.
Yeah, I acknowledge the big four. You're all right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, maybe when you said that they're trying to get added to it, they're trying to get like people street cred, if you will, and for zoophilia. But it kind of reminded me of Nambla and South Park.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
we're normal like everybody else. Just like have to have sex with kids.
well,
Dude,
yeah,
you fucking have sex with kids.
No, I'm telling you, I'm not LGBT, but do not let the zoos in, and don't let the maps in.
It should-
So you people out there that are just normal gay, don't let them around you.
Several years back at the Rams Horn on 12 and Equator, the Midnight Buster / dishwasher did 2 years for equine sodomy.
Nice.
That's horse fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, man. Like horses are big, man.
Horses
How the
are
hell
big.
did you do that?
It's not really.
There's a reason they call it horse cock.
How'd you? Yeah, I mean, like
That's the reference.
Like I give the guy props for like getting up there, like and figuring out how to do that.
What if it was like a small,
No, I
like
don't.
a,
I'm
a-
kidding.
like a one of those dwarf horses, like Little Sebastian from Parks and Rec? Then it's like basically its hole would be at like the height of where your dick would be.
all I know.
So it works out. You don't have to get up on a ladder or anything.
Equine.
Equine sodomy. That's a new band.
Oh, for sure.
It's the new Dying Fetus album.
Yeah, it's a new album. It's coming out September 11th.
Macabre.
It's coming out September 11th.
Macabre's new album, Equine Sodomy.
That's terrible.
But they anyways, they have these podcasts where they're pleading their case, like, hey man, I just they're trying to present it like I would try to present to you that gaming's not for losers.
Yeah.
How I would. Well, the thing is, we're normal people. Some of us are truck drivers. They're doing that, but with horse fucking.
Animal fucking in general.
Well, one guy had a farm, and he had a farm where everybody went to, and it was like their version of a brothel, I guess.
It was like Epstein's Island.
Yeah, and the animals had to be the way the news story. Animals had to be rescued from the humans fucking them.
Here's the
Wow.
thing. Okay, animals. I guarantee they don't want you to fuck them, so that's no consent. So you're raping them on top of
That's
fucking animals. You're fucking raping them.
That's true.
They're
I
not
never
even
thought
giving
about
you
that.
consent.
Well, it's considered animal abuse.
No, I mean,
Which it should
and then
be.
you want to be part of the LGBT. What is it? Ladies, girls,
there has
boys,
to be
toys.
consent.
Shut up.
Ladies, girls, boys,
No,
toys.
it's not any of those.
And then there's like an I and an A and a Z for zoo.
Being someone who has seen a donkey show, it makes you feel bad for the donkey. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Old McEpstein had a farm. No. Good song.
McEpstein.
It's terrible.
So that just like I know they're I just when I heard the stories though that there all the long list of abuse and
They're just trying to normalize it, man.
And then the main guy, I forgot his name. I shouldn't even talk about because I don't have any of the information. I just know the main guy was bad in multiple ways. He was running dope, just any kind of illegal, internet fraud. He was just a piece of shit. So this was just another arm of many wrong things he was involved in, and he was the main guy. And when they shut down his farm, I'm doing air quotes, it was over. But Mr. Hands, the guy that got hurt, was part of his group. The guy that got horsecock death by
yeah.
He knew the death by horsecock guy. They're like a small community. They all know each other. They all found each other online.
Isn't that Mr. Garrison's puppet? Yeah. Mr. Hand?
Mr. Hand, yeah.
Oh, is that where he gets his name from?
It's not. It's
No,
Mr.
Mr.
Hat.
Hands.
Oh,
But
Hands.
Mr. Hands.
It's Mr. Hat anyway.
Yeah,
That's the guy's
that's
name.
right.
And anyway, and their site
Mr. Hyatt.
and their site was still up, according to one of these podcasts I listened to. They didn't even shut it down. I mean, there's nothing. There's no pictures, just their meetups and
Yeah.
whatever.
They probably host the site offshore, and that way they can get away with it.
Yeah.
Type situation. That's terrible, though.
Yeah.
Zoophilia, man.
Zoophilia.
Yes, I just.
It's not
That's a Def Leppard album, right?
if you treat them after with the peanut butter
Well, I mean,
with banana.
we're never going to get away from bananas tonight, are we?
Rick Allen could probably do a lot of things with an amp. Nub.
Just
No, there's no arm.
he has no arm.
Actually, he doesn't even have a nub.
No,
No.
It tore his arm off at the shoulder.
Lemmy Winks. Where did you go? Zoophilia.
Yes.
Richard Gere. Right now.
He's into gerbalia.
That's what they said. That's still the same concept, zoophilia.
Yeah, Lemmy. Lemmy Winks was a gerbil.
Gerbil or hamster.
So I just wonder though if that's just one of those, urban myths, like
Totally.
like the kid that they called him Skippy because he let a dog lick peanut butter off of him.
Yeah.
There's always this stuff where there's no proof that any of it happened. It's just I don't like him, so he let a dog suck him off.
Did you know the species of bananas that causes slip and falls is extinct? I didn't know that. Like when the cartoons they used to do that, and you're like, "Ooh," you slide all over the place.
I did not know that.
It's extinct.
That means future generations won't understand that gag. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Is this where the gays are at? Oh, yeah. No, I do.
Kind of.
I do this like old guy bit. I'm like, don't get around him. He's going to give you the gay.
That's how it works.
You're going to catch the gay.
Well, if you catch it, then what are you going to do? You don't want to catch it.
You don't want to catch it, yeah. That's true.
Right.
I forgot. I can't remember. Years ago, I did that joke around somebody, but they were getting mad, and I just kept going with it like I really believed it. And I'm like, well, what do you expect? Then I turn out that way, and then, the person's like, man, you're...
Then you pass it on to the next person, and it becomes an epidemic.
Yeah.
It's a disease.
It's terrible.
Get away from me. Get away from me for even being cool with it. I might catch it.
Oh, man.
I'm going to catch a game, play toss with...
Don't catch the gay.
I'm going to play...
I'm going to catch the game, play toss with my neighbor's pitbull.
Oh, boy. It's getting a little rough there. Getting a little rough. So anyways, guys, AI girls are the future. Talk about that.
They are.
So you're not hurting anybody. So you get an AI girl, and there's no one. You don't have to get a human trafficked. You don't have to, pay a lot.
So, like, if I have an AI girl and I'm making a video and in the back and I got smack my bitch up just jamming and I'm just beating the shit out of her, it's perfectly okay, right?
It's perfectly fine.
Yes.
Because you're not hurting a real person.
Yeah.
No, we never hurt a real person.
Yeah.
So
I'll be in my rage room.
So we went right past. Everyone thought like the sex robots were going to be the thing.
Yeah.
I wish.
No, you don't even need to do that no more.
Oh.
You can just do AI.
Yeah, but
So now,
but like they're not like
they're not real. So like, how are
I want a robot.
but if you put a good VR headset on,
Yeah.
you're not going to know the difference.
Yeah, that's
man.
true. Yeah,
I mean,
You're not going to know the difference. I'm all for it.
What's going to be? So you have the VR headset on, but like if you're trying to get off, who's doing the getting offing? Yourself?
Yeah, but it's better than ever.
I get. Yeah, I mean you're right. It is better.
because you're wearing VR
Yeah,
thingies.
yeah.
Do you have like the power gloves on and stuff? So it's like,
Well, the Japanese had a design where they have like a fake set of hands and a cup.
yeah, VR fleshlight.
Yes, like that.
That's what Jason.
That's pretty much it.
Okay.
So there's it's all going to be set up.
Just get
It's
a
all set
vacuum.
up.
Just
gotta
get a
be-
vacuum with the hose attached.
And like I said, the only thing about the VR girls that creeps me out is the arms.
Yeah.
The arms are a
they'll
little.
eventually figure out.
They'll figure it out.
The creepy arm
I mean,
thing.
animators finally figured out the hands and everything. So you would think,
Well, remember video games? The faces never looked human.
no.
They always looked gamey,
Yes.
but now they look human.
They finally look human.
gamey like they tasted.
More human than human.
They tasted the same way they looked. Gamey.
Gamey.
and now you got to, but the AI girls look 100% real.
Yeah.
Face,
Yep.
their facial expressions, the way they project
Yeah.
emotion. It kind of freaked me out. All joking aside, I was like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
I need this."
The only
I
problem
need-
is they have Hayden Panettiere arms where they're like too short and messed up.
yeah.
She's like a fucking
she really?
T-Rex. Her arms are so
I never
short.
noticed that.
She's cute. And then all of a sudden you see her arms and it's like I don't even think they reach her waist. They're so short.
Yeah,
Throws me off
It's
every
just
time.
like the forearm length, maybe.
Yeah.
Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Just
we
wa-
sound like the guys from back in the Howard Stern show. They
yeah.
pick a super hot chick over there, and they're like, "Well, she does have knobby knees, Howard."
Oh,
And
no.
they would knock points off because they had knobby knees.
You know what? It's weird. Not that I knock points off, but I never noticed knees before. And now and stuff, you see something and someone's dressed up real nice and you see their knees like, man, her knees are kind of weird. And then you keep on going. And don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I don't knock points off
I
because I don't judge like that anymore because I'm in my 40s.
I fucked a girl once and I thought she had a weird looking elbow, so I never called her again.
Hey,
Whatever, man.
you got to have standards.
It was
Whatever,
like
I mean-
it freaked me out, dude. I don't know if I never asked her what it was. It was
Hey,
fucked up looking. I was
You
like,
got to worry about you, man.
I mean, I was like 22 or something like that.
Also, what was wrong with the elbow?
It was like really like weird, pointy, jutty out, like really big, like
Doomsday that killed Superman?
like stuck out like a fucking inch or so.
Yeah,
You can't-
fuck that.
you can't
And it was
have-
like pointy like looking, but it was like gnarly,
Yeah.
like something was gnawing on it. It was fucking
Gross.
jacked, and I like fucking didn't call her again.
Yeah,
You got a
can't
weird
have-
elbow,
you
too.
can't
She was
have-
fucking cute,
You can't have
too.
weird elbows, man.
She was cute too, but I was so fucking high. I'm like, that thing's freaking me the fuck out. And she was sleeping. I just got up and left.
Well, yeah, as you should.
Oh well, yeah, I did that a lot.
Yeah. You don't want to overstay your welcome.
You got weird elbows, lady. Sorry. I like everything about you, but them elbows, you got to go.
They got to go.
I don't know if you did a bunch of push-ups in the or something, made it calcified or what.
Yeah, right. I
It's
just
messed up.
what is?
But I find myself not judging people as harshly as I never judge people too harshly on their looks and stuff, but even less so now. And you brought up a good
I only
point.
do when I make a show.
Well, you because you brought up a good point. In our things is one of our show notes, but I was never a fan of Gwyneth Paltrow.
no.
No.
I thought she was okay.
Yeah.
She, there's sometimes she looked okay. Most times I wasn't.
Yeah, I
intrigued.
never
But
really. Yeah,
now Gwyneth Paltrow,
yeah, I don't know why.
it's something about her now.
I know.
I'm all with you right there.
I know
I'm
it's like kind of like I don't know. It's like this mature cougar. I don't know, but yeah,
well,
I kind of
dude,
want to fuck her.
The thing about Gwyneth now, she has the perfect amount of crow's feet.
Yep.
The perfect amount of crow's
Okay.
feet.
Right,
And I
okay.
like crow's feet on a woman. I got to look at all this gray hair.
Yeah.
I like a little age on them now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And her body is she's in immaculate shape.
Yeah. Well,
She's
yeah.
Yeah.
She had a nip pic that I sent you guys.
Yes, I've seen it. Yes.
And so she's she's ripened quite well.
She, because remember when she first started off and she was, just breaking into Hollywood like 25 years ago, 7 and all that.
She was never bad looking, but I never thought about it.
No, I never thought about it either. And she was, to me, I always thought she was way too skinny. And then as I started seeing her when she was older, and she was in the Iron Man movies, even the first Iron Man movie, I was just like, no, I'm not feeling it. But then as they progressed, and then some of the stuff she's done in the last 10 years, I'm like, she's a good looking woman now.
She had juddy elbows.
She had juddy elbows. That's true.
Yeah, the elbow. Maybe she got them shaved down now.
She might have. She did.
Get an elbow shaving, you get an elbow like
Yeah, right.
I don't want to say she's filled out, but she's not like 95 pounds like she used to be.
No.
And I think that's what it is too. She looks healthier to me now than she ever has.
Yeah, and
you guys have a good night.
Night. Have fun.
And
oh, you said that already.
well, I sent it a text, but I didn't want to cut you guys off while you're talking.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
sorry.
But yeah, good night to Jason and also.
Oh,
Lady.
it'll be a good night.
Well, speaking of like not making fun of, I try not to make fun of people's looks and stuff. But last night I went with Jason, the awesome lady's husband, to a concert.
Oh yeah,
and we saw this chick there had these like little pigtails, and I'm like, she was not very attractive at all. And Jason's like, oh Lord, and she like walked by, but she was like kind of far away from us. She walked by, and I'm like, dude, Jim Carrey in Living Color,
Vera de Milo.
Oh boy.
And he's like, motherfucker.
Wow,
that's it.
Well, the thing that makes me feel bad for going all in on someone with bad looks is, at some point I was somebody's ugly guy story.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, this guy came in, his fucking hair was disheveled. He had a stain on his shirt.
I've been
300
for 20 years.
pounds. I know that I've been that guy.
Yeah.
I've been my wife's ugly guy story for the last 20 years.
Listen, dude, I was at a bar one night, and I tried to hit on a chick and dance with her, and she like put her hand up, and I saw her over pointing, talking to her friends, laughing, pointing at me. I'm like, fuck. But you know what I did? I went and picked somebody else up.
Yeah.
There's always somebody to pick up.
But yeah, that's what I mean. Like Bri would always like make fun of me. Oh, you got to turn down. I go, yeah, but you're standing up like a deer in headlights against the wall with your boys, sucking on your Bud Light. I'm out fucking working the fucking crowd. You know?
Yeah. There's a
seal the deal, bitches.
If you're you just move on to the next.
You gotta get multiple deals working at the same time.
Fuck yeah, seal a deal, man.
Yeah, my buddy Kent, dude, he didn't give a shit.
No,
Kent was like 5'5" of horniness.
Yeah.
He would go up to every girl.
Fuck yeah, he would.
He would get shot down, and then inevitably he would always find one and a decent one.
Yeah.
Because he was just like,
wear him down.
Yeah, and he'd have a good time, and they'd have a good night with him.
Yeah.
But me, there's
the wear down technique. I've used it many
I'm lazy.
times.
Like, if I get shot down the first time, I'm like, all right, this ain't worth it.
I'm actually
I'm
working
done for the night.
You're all like, can't make peanut butter overnight, and you walk away.
I'm actually making I'm doing a wear down on a girl right now.
I'm doing a wear down.
Yeah. Jay
she doesn't know it yet.
Jay knows all about it. You know, I stop in, I see her at the store that she works at, and
when you rode the beach, you just slow it, crash in.
Yeah, right.
Each time, you pushing that beach back.
Yep.
Well, like
back,
one day
back,
I just
then eventually you're on the beach.
Yep.
One day I just asked her. I go, "Are you single?" And this is how she replied: "Me? No." I'm like, that was very hesitant.
Yeah, see.
So that means
you made her doubt herself.
Right. I barely knew her, so she's probably like, oh, fuck, who's this creep asking me this?
Yeah.
You know, I've only talked to him like 3 or 4 times. So I'm like, it was kind of the wrong move. So I just blew it off, and I still stop in there, and I bullshit with her, and I make her laugh, and, you know. So it's working. It'll happen.
It'll happen.
It'll happen.
You just keep pressing.
She will eventually be, her sweet ass will be riding on it.
Oh, yeah.
I remember
It's romantic.
I wish Morgan was on here because he could. Well, I don't know if he'd want to say who it was, but there was a girl that worked down in Kentucky. They have beer stores.
Yeah.
I think they changed the laws now. Where you can get them at a gas station, but at the time you had to get it at a
beer store. Yeah, right.
And he would go up there because he would get beer. Because he's never was really a drinker, but I'd go get beer for me and my buddies. And fucking every time he went, he's like, I think her name was Holly. I think that he'd be like, Holly, when are you going to leave your husband for me? And he just asked her, and she would just laugh her ass off. Of it. One day, she's just going to give up. Like, you know what? Okay, fine, I'll leave him.
Fine, let's do it.
I'm leaving my husband.
It didn't happen, did it?
It didn't.
No, but if you keep trying, though, if he would have stayed down there,
I agree.
You got to persevere, man.
it didn't happen because he left. And he
yeah.
stayed down there.
Yeah.
Look,
Every day, just kept doing it.
She's single now. She's been looking for Morgan. She doesn't know where he's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like wishing that fucking Morgan was around.
Yeah.
You know, she doesn't know that he's like on the other side of the country.
It's true.
I have,
Or you can do like me, never try to talk to them and then be mad that they don't like you.
Yeah.
Never even try to talk to her.
I've done the shit. It's worked. I've wore down. You know, like it's like a girl. It's like, oh, I just gotta have a relationship. I'm not
Perfect.
Like I don't want anything to do with anybody. And I'm like,
It's best when they're doubting themselves.
I get it.
I've been there.
I get
I
it.
know.
Here, let me slide in and be your friend. Yeah.
If you need a shoulder to cry on, I'm right here.
See, and like guys would get mad.
The
They're
shoulder's
like,
got
yeah, dude, the
chloroform
friend,
on it.
I don't want to be in the friend zone. Guys that would say like, oh, the friend zone. I'm like, dude, I have probably nailed 6 or 7 chicks where I was quote unquote in the friend zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one night we just had a little too much, and she's like, I totally just want to have sex. Do you want to have sex? Yes, let's do it.
Just that quick before she finishes. She's like, you want to have sex? Yes.
Well, there is some truth. I'm joking about the wear down, kind of.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you're around the opposite sex enough, and you're just around each other enough, eventually one day,
Yeah.
for whatever reason, they give up.
But they're
They might-
comfortable.
maybe-
They're probably, if you're around there enough, they're comfortable with
look,
you.
Look, man, no doesn't always mean no.
Yeah.
Don't.
Like sometimes it's like, no, stop. Like Bill Burr says, he goes, no, stop. You're so bad.
That's
And
not
they-
exactly
then
what I
they
was
read
going
the court,
for, but-
then they read the court transcript. No, stop. You're
Yeah.
so bad.
It's true.
He goes, of course you're going to prison. Of course you're in trouble now.
Yeah.
I was watching an episode of Law and Order, and it was at a college fraternity. And it was they were walking around campus chanting, "No means yes, yes means anal." I was like, that's college right there. So when you're saying no doesn't mean no doesn't mean no, I was thinking of them chanting that. Sorry.
Got to pull them in.
Yeah,
Toward you.
they're at a college university.
There's like, I think it's either Family Guy. It's one of the cartoons I watch, but they did like Sean Connery. He's like holding this woman. He goes, "No, we're gonna have sex," and she's like, "No." He goes, "Yes, no," and then like he just finally she gives in. He goes, "See, 9 no's equals yes."
That's the math.
Now, I want to clarify. When I say the wear down, I don't mean that.
Yeah, we know. We know.
But what I mean
I
is
just
wear down
love
where
doing
they
it.
eventually say yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
That's the wear down.
and hopefully they it's not like them giving in. Like, ugh, fine. It's more like they see you've made them comfortable. They're good with you. They like you.
Yeah.
But then again, will you be like the Dan from Night Court, where he finally got his chance? She lost some sort of bet or something.
Yeah.
Where she finally said, "All right, fine, I'll let you."
Yeah, and then, like,
but
lays there.
then he actually felt bad. He's like, "I can't do it."
I
She
can't.
goes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, "Because you don't want to." And she's like, "Are you okay?" He goes, "Get out before I change my mind." He's like, "Just get out," because
forgot about
he
that.
actually developed a conscience and respect for her, and he was disgusted with himself because he respected her.
Yeah.
He's like, "Just get out of here, poor chick."
For all of our legions of fans, I actually love the LGBTQ community. I was just making jokes, and I've never ever forced a woman to do anything, but I have wore them down.
Yeah.
I wore them down in the sense that, like,
Dude, the
they're-
wear down's cool.
Look, first of all, women aren't exactly. Look, I'm not a supermodel, so women aren't throwing the pussy at me.
No.
So sometimes you got to work for it.
Yeah.
Okay, some guys don't have to. This guy's got to. But I've never been afraid of working hard
No,
for
dude.
it.
No.
You've always been able to.
I've always been able to do it.
Secure
It's just
and procure.
sometimes I just, if it's somebody I'm interested in, they may not be like interested in that way yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Well,
I'm not I'm not exactly what they're usually looking for.
I did
well,
like
if you're the last man standing,
yeah.
Right.
you win.
Right.
I did like Mike's method of putting chloroform on the shoulder, so when they cry on your shoulder, they can knock.
Well,
out.
yeah, that's
I'll be
great.
your shoulder to cry, and they put their head right there. And then,
Yeah.
Hey,
It's already wet. Those are your tears.
I don't remember what
Smells
happened
fun.
last night. Well, I
Collapse.
just, I just gave you a shoulder to cry on. I don't know why you like all of a
We
sudden.
do not condone chloroforming people, or mostly women. We can.
Yeah.
Some people need to be chloroformed.
You can chloroform your buddy, and if he's being annoying, just
Yeah.
get him out of the house.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's fine.
But
We're not talking about chloroforming for sexual advantage. Sorry,
No.
that's wrong.
that's where alcohol comes in.
That's like chloroform that you imbibe. It's
I would
a drink.
like to like chloroform like the Senate or Congress when they're in the middle of like, doing their Senate and Congress shit.
Congressing all over the place.
Yeah, Congressing and
When they're doing that
senating all,
Congressing.
and then senating all over.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, I'd like to like just like.
And that is a general statement that is not directed at any particular member.
Oh no, all of them. Oh yeah, all of them.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
Speaking of chloroform,
Yeah.
no. So I go on Reddit a lot. Like I'm always looking at stuff on Reddit. Different things.
Yeah.
Some of it's I'm not looking for it, but it pops up and it's sexually related stuff.
Yeah.
Most of it's like idiots in cars or like petty revenge or malicious compliance. Some of those funny things,
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah, the goods.
And then one popped up and it was a video. They were talking about something and someone shared a video from a site called eFucked. You ever seen eFucked?
Oh,
videos?
E-Fucks, yeah, that's classic gore. And,
But they a lot of sexual stuff.
well, yeah,
and-
it's both things. Yeah.
But this one was I don't know if you remember, there was a little while ago, there was a porn star talking about how being in porn was female empowerment and this and that, blah, 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 and some bullshit. Well, they did a little documentary about it. And this wasn't a whole documentary, but this video was like somebody took the documentary and then interspliced it with these porn stars' scenes. So it's like, it's like, I'm in total control. I'm in power. And then the next one is like this chick with a dog collar on. And somebody has a dog bowl of jizz in front of them, and they have their face sideways in it, and they're pissing on her face.
That's empowerment, man.
And then they go back to her talking more about empowerment. It's like a 6-minute video, and it's like 5 different women.
but she's proving you're proving her
Way
point.
to
It's
be
like,
empowered.
it's like another chick. The other chick's like, and when I'm doing it, I'm
I'm in control.
I'm in control. I'm in power. And then it
And
shows
they're, like,
this
holding
guy.
their face in a bowl of cum.
It's so
pissing on her.
well the
Sounds
next,
like a Saturday night.
the next one's almost the same thing, and then they show her, and this guy's like gaping her asshole, and
Yeah.
he pulls it out and sticks it in her mouth. It's like ass to mouth.
Yeah.
it's
but
like
she's in control of that situation.
Yeah.
I watched this thing at like 4:00 in the morning this morning. I was laughing my ass off at it. It was
Who made it? Phil? Was that one
It
of his
sounds- I think it was Phil.
movies?
It was Phil.
no somebody named Filthy something.
Yeah.
PHILTHY. No, just kidding. It wasn't.
It's
So if you want, I'll share it with you, Mike. You can watch it at some point.
Yeah, I gotta see it.
I'd very much like to. So you just saw a clip of it, but there's a whole documentary.
It's 6.5 minutes though. This clip's long.
Yeah.
See, no matter what anyone says, and no matter how, even though the girls make way more money than the guys and everything,
Yeah.
porn is shot for the male fantasy perspective.
Yeah.
So you're not empowering anything. You're feeding into
That's the one
other
about
way.
that's the one about the one joke, right? The aristocrats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I have not. I've
It's-
not seen it, but I've heard about
I've
it.
seen clips of. I should say I've never seen it from beginning to end, but I've seen clips of it. Bob Saget was on it.
Oh yeah,
Paul
yeah.
Provenza, a bunch
Yeah.
of other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen parts of it. It's one of the ladies on it was a porn star named Abella Danger, and
yeah. I know.
Oh yeah.
yeah, you know her.
I've seen.
And same
I
thing.
think.
It's just it's so every one of the girls in this video. I swear to God, it was 5 or 6 of them, and every one of them got pissed in her mouth.
The
at one point.
thumbnail right away.
Yeah, I know the first one. It's like her talking about it, and it's like the next scene is like this guy shoving a 9-inch dick down her throat.
What they're doing is called a cope.
Yeah,
You're coping with reality.
You're coping with. You're not controlled by anything.
It was like Mia Khalifa was on Twitter giving like dating and marriage advice, and they're like, dude, look, anybody, we're adults, do whatever you want.
Yeah,
but there's certain I shouldn't be giving advice because I've never been married, so it'd be wrong for me to give marriage advice, right?
Yeah.
If you're a porn star and you've never been married, probably shouldn't give marriage and dating.
I've been married for 20 years. I'm not going to give advice because if it's wrong, you're going to be mad at me. Yeah. I don't want to give you any advice.
Is she still doing porn?
I don't think so.
I think she's out of it.
Yeah, I think she's out.
But she's not married, is she?
No.
So
that's really the issue.
How can you give? Like, I don't know anybody. I don't know how anybody.
I think she's been married like 3 times though.
Oh, has she?
Well,
I
don't know. I don't know enough about her.
I don't. Yeah.
I just know that she retired.
She retired. Okay.
I like how Ted's got all the info.
As far as the Aristocrats, I did want to watch that. So I definitely, now that you brought it up, I forgot about it. I'll have to check it out.
Well, see, it's like, and then, but to show how much porn has affected larger society, there's this thing of male regular streamers, not porn streamers. Well, one of them is.
Yeah.
But you guys ever hear the Adam 22 thing?
No.
Now, Adam 22 made a bunch of money off of No Jumper. You ever hear the No Jumper podcast? He's a dude with remember the girls that sucked off 7 Phoenix Suns?
Oh yeah.
That was on that was his show.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, he's married to a porn star, Lena
the Plug.
Lena the Plug.
Oh
yeah. I've seen
and her and Jason something.
Yeah, and they've done tons of scenes with girls.
Yeah,
Yes.
they do the podcast. They have some girls come on, and then they do them.
Well, finally, they had a dude, big black dude that's big.
No, big. He's big, and then big.
Yeah,
And he just
girth.
Totally, and Adam is just getting so much shit.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
just getting shit on left. Other people are just pounding him, and he's doing the male version of with these girls, the e-fucked thing.
Yeah, he's coping.
He's coping. He's like, I'm man enough to know that my. It's like, no, dude, that's not
You
man
got
enough.
cocked real hard.
You got cucked because she said in an interview she was better than him.
XLC.
She said, "Well,
Big black extra large."
His wife said that he was better than the husband.
He's like, she's hot, but she was really boring.
That was one of the things that somebody else shared. I didn't know what it was till a couple weeks ago, but somebody else shared it, and I saw it. And that black guy he's a big guy. He's already a big guy, but he's also big. So you don't know how big he is until you see it, and then they're doing it. His penis is enormous.
Yeah, and yeah.
And
He's like, she's hot, but she was really boring.
Oh yeah, she was really boring.
So
I swear to God,
Now
we
you
clipped
said
it as
she
a
said
drop.
it was better than her husband.
basically, she said that on another, not even his podcast, on a different podcast. It's just been a disaster for him. It's been an utter disaster, and he keeps trying to cope. And it's like, dude, just take the loss.
Yeah.
Just take the loss.
Just let it go.
And they should just say, hey, we're multimillionaires. Let's stop this, all of this.
Yeah,
because they got so much money. And the point, I guess my greater point is, the No Jumper podcast makes so much money that he didn't need to do the porn with the other girls. None of that.
nothing.
Right.
And he's just so obsessed with making more money and pushing the envelope. And then there's this other streamer called Destiny. He's he does a lot of, he does debates against right wingers. And even though I'm a right winger, I kind of like Destiny. He's actually an all right guy.
Yeah.
But anyways, he's got a woman, and they're into the letting nut guys.
No.
Not on. They don't film it, but they're into that open. And then this guy named Sneeko. There's this rash of stream males.
He was the first one to do it, though, wasn't he? To fuck on, to have them bring on people and then fuck. Because as soon as I saw that, I thought, wow, that's I knew it was going to happen. Just when, you know.
So these dudes. My point is though, it's not so much their life choices. It's just weird that porn has affected regular society. That you have these normal guys that are okay with their wife getting plowed. That's cuckolding. It's like a thing. And it used to be you would hear about it, you would hear swingers, growing up 20, but not so many, because I think they're just watching too much porn and just think that's real life.
Well, yeah, but as we've talked about that before, everybody's so watches it so much, and they think what's going on in it is what you're supposed
Don't
to do.
let people fuck your wife, man.
That's why
don't do that.
That's why everybody's like, everybody is gagging on dick now. It's every single movie you
that's
watch.
fucking disgusting.
But I mean, I'm not talking about just in porn. I'm talking about in like everything, amateur stuff.
Yeah.
They're doing it because they've seen it on porn and they think it's what you're supposed to be.
Has there been a normal blowjob filmed?
No.
In like 20 years?
No.
Well, the last chick that I was with,
Yeah.
the first time that she blew me, she started doing it. I go, stop that shit right now.
I don't want to hear the go.
She's like, what? I go, do not do that. That's fucking nasty. I was like, just don't do it. It was fucking, and I like fucking like. I'm
Fine,
like,
you're
look,
done. We're not
I'm like,
doing
look,
this.
I'm not.
Stop.
I'm like, I'm barely even hard right now because you're fucking doing that shit. It's making me sick.
Yeah, but
it makes me sick to hear it, you know. And then when they fucking slime all over it, it's fucking nasty.
I get you on
dude.
that. We know that we have friends who don't like that either.
yeah,
we know that.
But that comedian Whitney Cummings.
Yeah.
She was talking about I don't know if it's a guy she's with now. She was blowing a guy, and she was like going hard, and she was like trying to make him like push her head, and he's like, I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah.
And she was like weirded out by it. He's like, I don't want to hurt you.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to. What are you doing?
But it's
like,
that's what we're all used to now because that's all you ever see.
Well, that's what the younger generation that's what they think it's all.
So now these millennial guys like Destiny, Sneeko, and Zoomers, they're like 35 and younger or whatever they are. They think everything's a fucking group thing.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're woman. Don't let people fuck your woman.
Well, you know, like as
it's
far as
weird.
like swingers, like we didn't hear a lot about swingers, but there was a lot of swingers. But usually it was older people that were swingers.
Yeah.
And they were discreet. It was groups.
And they were kind of like nudists. They weren't people you wanted to swing with.
No, they were
gross.
They were groups. They were groups.
Have
they
you ever
liked
seen a
each other.
decent looking poly person?
No.
Never once.
No, that's what. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like they're all like older people. They like but they, you know, they had their group. They didn't share it with everybody. Not the fucking world doesn't need to know every fucking thing you're into and do. Okay,
except us when we're on here talking.
Yeah, we need some. We need fodder.
It's
to
like
talk about.
there was
Tell us about
I'm
it.
trying to think. There was a guy that I just listened to on a podcast. He was talking. He was kind of a little bit of he's definitely had some religious views too, but like just he made this good point. He said, you know, like. First of all, he said everybody doesn't need to know what everybody's fucking thinking, doing, and saying.
Yep.
He's like, but also he goes, this country has a fucking hero problem. Everybody is a fucking hero, no matter what.
Yeah.
You know, every fucking thing that somebody does, like, you're a hero.
It's called main character syndrome.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm the main character of this world.
You know, and he was just like, heroes are supposed to be like, like special. He's like, even if it's like a superhero or it's supposed to be something that means something special to you. Not everybody's a hero.
No.
Okay, and not everybody's the motherfucking goat of everything. Okay.
Well, I listen to it's just
Tom Brady's the only goat.
Yeah, there's a reason. There's a reason there are very few people that there's statues of, and people idolize them because it's a rare thing.
Right.
You all don't get to fit in that slot.
Yeah.
Me, everybody. We don't get to be that person.
Well,
there's a very few people that are, carved in a mountain.
Exactly.
Somewhere.
Like, well, even if you look at it from like the religious point, okay, like the saints.
Yes.
Not every motherfucker was a saint.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there was. I don't know. I mean, it's crazy.
I know what you're saying.
It's crazy. Like everybody, put everybody on a pedestal for doing one little fucking thing with your life. Fuck off.
Yeah, and the idea of just sharing like you said, every thought, everything you have with the world, it's insane.
Yeah.
Back to the porn.
Yeah.
Right.
Back to the important stuff.
So
not life philosophy.
Not just that documentary, but it was another one. It involved the throat fucking. All right. So,
yeah.
In fact, when I clicked, it was in another one of the things, but when I clicked on it, it took me to, it was posted in a group called Throat Pussy. So they're fucking a throat like a pussy.
Nice.
And And I'm not joking. This wasn't a porn. This was a couple who makes their own films. And it must have been in their backyard or out in the field or something, but he buried the wife in dirt.
Oh, my
So
God.
just her
Just
head.
her mouth. Yeah.
Just her
this
head
is
was
just
above.
so fucking-
And he got up and he was throat fucking her.
She's empowered, though.
But this wasn't part of the empowering thing. This was just like on their OnlyFans or some
But
shit.
I'm just saying she's empowered.
But she's empowered.
she's empowered.
She's empowered. She couldn't move.
By being a fucking literal hole in the ground.
Yep.
She's empowered.
I laughed so hard at that. It was great.
Well,
I was like, this is so stupid.
Well, there's a video, and Phil used to send them to me.
Yeah.
This guy has some sort of property. I'm assuming it's Europe because it just
probably
seemed
Europe.
like Europe. But he's got women in like gimp outfits and they're like hooked up to like tractors, like hanging upside down with their like legs and arms bound up, like naked. But I don't know. It's the most messed up thing.
Why though?
I don't get it. He's just driving around with a tractor, like two women on the front, like I can't even describe it. They're upside down, legs and arms bound together, just with their tits out.
Now, here's what I wonder is these women that in porn that are saying that they're empowering women.
Yeah.
I wonder how people not in porn feel about that. If they're really empowering.
I don't necessarily want Mike to watch the video, but I'm wondering if you should just watch it now so we can hear some of the audio from this empowering video.
Okay.
I'm just saying it's pretty enlightening
Well, I mean, if it helps,
if it helps.
Well, yeah.
it helps save one
But
life.
you're talking about people's personal things that they like and kinks and stuff.
Yes.
Me and my wife aren't kinky. There's things we've tried in the past with each other, just with each other. Nothing weird or anything.
yeah.
I can't imagine one of those kinks being watching some dude rail my wife in front of me. I don't understand it. I don't want anybody else touching her
I think
unless it's another chick. But besides, no, it's okay.
I think it's some sort of self-hatred.
I don't know. I don't get it. So
You
I
have to
don't-
hate yourself. You got to hate yourself.
This is gonna be really good. Watch.
Why just watch porn when you can
I don't care about your ads.
Okay.
meet that?
Skip the
I mean, I think of myself as a very
This is Brooklyn.
empowered,
Oh my
strong
God.
woman.
Yeah.
Oh, that is bad.
And I think that it's extremely liberating and it's extremely powerful.
Oh, dude. Oh my God.
for real.
So you don't get the whole gist of it. Oh yeah, stepping on their faces. One sticking his boot in her mouth.
Yeah.
It's really cool to feel so powerful.
Oh yeah, you're so powerful.
Very empowered, strong woman.
One he makes her lick.
Oh God, dude, that was really bad. That would
that was the Felch, wasn't it?
yeah, that would make Morgan.
That was the Felch.
That would send Morgan to the moon.
Send it to Morgan.
Oh my God! So one is she says the word empowerment 6 or 7 times.
Oh, yeah.
And the next scene is her licking a toilet.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
toilet.
And then one the guy's literally stepping on her face.
And then
Yeah.
it's another one of the actresses, but her head is in a literal toilet, in the toilet, like in the water, and he's fucking her from behind, and then he reaches over and he flushes the toilet while her head's in the toilet. She's so empowered.
Yeah, you're empowered by being treated like a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I guess I'll
literally.
send it to the group chat and I'll tag Morgan in so you can watch it.
If Morgan, that one part of the Felch would just ruin it.
The Felch, I forgot about it until I just heard the noise.
It's so bad.
And also, there's a street named Felch in Ann Arbor, just so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's pretty terrible.
Yeah, you're welcome.
She's like trying to explain herself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's on a
Yeah.
podcast
Yeah.
with a mic. Yeah, and then the next scene, she's getting frickin'. She was licking a guy's
So
ass.
is the video that is it like somebody that made put a bunch of clips from the documentary together?
That's what it looks like to me, yeah.
Well, he
So there's
Morgan put nope right away. Deep throating is empowering.
Nope.
Look, dude, we're just trying to help him out.
Hey man, we're just trying to do a show here.
Yeah.
Oh, it got pretty bad.
I knew it was just going to keep getting worse.
Yeah.
I could just tell. And there's all, and another thing, they're all like covered in all these fluids and sweat.
Yeah.
It's just, this is bad.
It's bad.
Sorry, sweetie, you're not empowering.
Yeah. You're ruining your life, actually.
Look, I mean, if you're a porn star and you're just, and you're having sex and stuff and you're not being degraded, and it's your choice and you want to do it, that's fine, but like, please quit trying to make light of the fact that you have serious issues and your daddy issues, whatever, bad childhood, I don't know. But to let a man do that to you, that is not empowering.
No.
At all.
No.
I mean,
you didn't even get to the worst parts.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't need to.
I wouldn't even want that to happen to like someone I hated.
Yeah, it's like
that's
if
bad.
It's
like a fate worse than death.
If you want a
It's been
hug,
filmed
come over. I'll give you a hug.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
seriously,
Yeah, well, before you do that, if I hate you, we'll call a truce.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, even if I hate your guts, like, look, I'm sorry I said these things about you. Don't do that.
Yeah, please.
Please don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Like, just find you a nice guy. Just
Shit, I don't even care. Like, fucking, fuck 5 nice guys. I don't give a fuck. I mean, you got to fucking settle down with one.
No.
It'd probably be better though.
It probably would.
For them, somebody like that.
Yeah,
somebody like
Find
probably
an
would.
accountant
just
or something.
do spooning and hugging for like a year.
Yeah, right.
Just like
Exactly.
Yeah, then you can go find a stud to rail your ass again, but
Yeah.
don't let them step on you and piss on you and spit on you and
No.
fucking stick your head in fucking
toilet
buckets
water.
of jizz and shit.
The
Jesus
the
Christ.
dog
Giving
bowl
you
of
a
jizz
swirly.
was a new low.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, I'm not even joking. Of the 5 or 6 women in that clip, I'm not certain, but I think all of them got pissed on. Every single one.
Yeah.
I hope they got a good immune system.
Of them. Well, nothing's going to kill them now. They're used to it
Urine
all.
sterile.
Yeah, you're in sterile. Yeah.
We need to get away from this degrading stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Let's talk about booty slapping the sport.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. So they got
This is real.
they got power slapping.
Yeah. I've seen the power slapping.
Yeah.
And then you got booty slapping.
But how do you? Well,
I don't know.
how?
It seems like it could just go on forever because
But what's the how do you score points? How do you?
I think the other person has to quit.
So it's a pain thing. It's not a like making it like jiggle as much as possible.
Yeah, I didn't really.
No, I don't think so. It
Well,
looked
it was
like it was
clearly
pretty-
Eastern European, so I don't really know what was going on other than they were taking turns slapping. These girls look Romanian or Hungarian or
So if
something.
they lose, they get tied upside down onto a tractor with the
Yeah.
boobs hanging out.
And in this particular one, it was a horrible mismatch because the one girl hit way harder. She was like, whoosh. But I guess it's better than the slap fighting because the slap fighting, those guys are getting like CTE. One guy died. Finally,
Oh,
that
shit.
happened. They're open hand slapping each other.
Yeah.
A dude died
Wow,
from it.
I'm shocked.
Dude, I saw one. The dude slapped the guy, and the guy's sitting there going, "Argh," afterward, like, "Argh." And then he goes and does it, and he just fucking punches the fucking guy and knocks him out.
That's just.
I'm like, he couldn't. Yeah.
Oh, and it is. It's called Romanian's new sport.
I showed about 6 or 7 people that clip last night.
Booty slapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all were in agreement that this should be the new sport.
Sport of the future.
Yeah.
Booty
Fuck
slapping.
football, baseball, hockey, soccer, basketball, tennis. Fuck it, booty slapping.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
In fact, they should be on MMA tickets.
there should be.
MMA card.
Hey, guys, I forgot
UFC.
about. We went through the Lizzo in the '80s and the Motley Crue thing, and I didn't even talk because I've added this one later.
Yeah.
So Nikki Sixx, according to multiple people, including Mick Mars, but also people that Nikki Sixx, the first 4 albums, that's not even his bass tracks.
Oh yeah, I heard that too.
So he was not recorded. He was so like
I heard that years ago.
not
too.
musically proficient.
Yeah.
That he was not the guy on the first 4 albums.
I
Wow.
heard that years ago that because he before Motley Crue even started, like he was always dressed like fucking. He looked like a rock star, and he stole. I remember like a story that him telling about stealing a bass from a pawn shop, and he didn't even know how to play it. And he'd walk around with it, and people thought like he couldn't even play.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, apparently he couldn't play for. I mean, he got to where he could later, but their first 4 albums, it was just
Yeah, I think he was just like, I think he was really sloppy.
just playing notes, and maybe it was because he was a junkie part of that.
Maybe.
Well,
But-
yeah, I don't
but
know, because like his like the heroin thing didn't start till after they were really.
It's just weird how him and Mick have fallen out so bad.
Yeah,
Like, well, I don't even what even happened.
Mick's pissed off, dude. Mick's pissed off because they fucking just totally like. Well, first of all, when they did that fucking that tour, they all signed that deal, saying that they were not going to come out of retirement, like, you know. And then all of a sudden, Guns N' Roses gets $1 billion fucking to reunite, and they're like, "Oh fuck, we're getting on this shit," you know.
Yeah.
What the fuck for? You guys got hundreds of millions of dollars already.
Yeah.
You know?
How much do you need?
Yeah, why do you need fucking 200 million each more? What the fuck are you going to do with it? You know?
You keep going for that money, you're going to end up like Adam 22.
Yeah,
That's where it all leads.
it's true.
You got to quit chasing the almighty dollar.
No,
Yeah, I
it's
don't-
not worth it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Mick's pissed off about it.
But he's quite pissed off, and he led. And according there's proof now that it's not just Mick being petty, that
Yeah,
Nicky really wasn't playing the bass tracks.
yeah, I had heard that before.
But
that
I've heard about that with other people, like supposedly Sid Vicious wasn't.
He
couldn't play for shit.
Well,
and-
even he wasn't a really good bass player anyway, but he was always so fucked up that he couldn't play.
Yeah.
You know, so
I mean, there's something like he's still Nicky Six. You know, I'm not saying he's He's
he's definitely a good bass player now, because I know he's played with. He's like
He's a showman, blah
Yeah.
blah. But
Yeah.
it's a lot of time. Well, how many singers can't sing for shit?
Vince Neil.
Yeah, I mean his own singer can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vince Neil.
So I guess it doesn't really matter, the rock star attitude. But I guess my point is just Mick wasn't being petty. It's the truth.
No.
Well, and it wasn't just Mick. Bob Rock, the producer, said something about it too. And
Yeah.
he didn't say he wasn't playing it. He said Nicky told him that he didn't remember playing on the first 3 or 4 albums, and he was convinced that, jokingly, he said, somebody was coming in at night and re-recording my bass tracks because I don't remember them sounding like that. And then Mick confirmed that he didn't play it, and that Bob Rock made him learn the parts and made him do the entire Dr. Feelgood album and actually play it.
That doesn't surprise me.
And the bass sound was actually very good on that album.
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
That's because Bob Rock, he's the best back then.
Yeah. Well, he was a good producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Is he still around?
I don't know if he's still.
I don't think he's still producing.
I don't think so.
Does Ruben still produce? I know
Yeah.
he's old.
Ruben just does whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. I like him a lot.
The 3 top guys in my lifetime people always talked about was Ruben, Rock, and then obviously Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like the 3 big
Yeah.
music producers.
Fucking. Dude. I watched this clip. Dr. Dre talking to Kevin Hart. I think Kevin Hart's got a podcast or something.
Yeah.
He's talking to him. He's talking about Stevie Wonder, calling him up because he doesn't like. He goes, I don't really like the lyrics. He goes, he's calling me at like 5 a.m. He goes, Stevie gets up at like 5 a.m. He goes,
You can't see what time it is.
No, he
or-
goes. So I go, Stevie, I know you can't see what time it is, but Jesus Christ, you're fucking calling me so fucking early in the morning.
Yeah.
He's like, Stevie don't know if it's 5 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon. Kevin Hart is like fucking pissing his fucking pants. He's laughing so hard because he knows Dre fucking actually said this shit to him,
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that clip. It was on
That's
Instagram.
funny.
Yeah. He goes, Stevie don't know the difference.
He done. Think about it.
He ain't.
He ain't knowing the difference.
Yeah,
He'd be knowing, but
that's right.
I
So
don't know. Yeah.
I think that was pretty recent too.
Oh yeah. Because
yeah, definitely because they both looked
yeah.
old-ish
Yeah.
for them.
I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was.
Don't matter. Got a couple more.
Really forgot about it. Hey, we went to a Lions practice the other day.
You two?
The 4 of us. Our dad went with us too. Me, Craig, Alan, and my dad.
Yeah.
We went to training camp,
Nice.
and
Yep.
It was
I was
fun.
out there lacing passes to Brian and Craig.
Yep.
You know,
Fire in
handing off to Dad.
We didn't make the team.
We handing off to Dad. Dad was fucking.
They said we're going to stick with what we
Pounding
got,
the
but thank
rock.
you.
Fire in the pigskin.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, guys, just keep working, try again next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also said, "What the hell are you doing on our field?"
Yeah. They're also like, we're
you-
calling the cops.
We need you to come back next year.
Yeah, it wasn't an open practice. We just showed up.
No.
It was cool. It was your second year. Craig and I had gone before, so this is our third year, right? Yeah.
So you went, yeah.
We went, right after Craig got back from Utah, I think.
Yeah.
Calvin Johnson was still there. So,
Yeah.
Melvin.
but Calvin was young, so it was a while ago. It was cool. It was cool. Dad seemed to enjoy it.
Yeah.
It was packed.
Yeah,
It was way busier than last year, and we liked it. When we saw last year, we saw Eddie Murray was there, so we got to see Eddie Murray. He was there, and this year we walked by, and there's two large, tall, not too heavy black men, and I don't know if it was Alan or Craig. It was like, I think that's Lomas Brown.
Craig said it first.
I'm like, I think it's just the large black guy.
Because I think that's Lomas. And I looked, and you know what, though? Like, until I looked right up at, right to his face,
Yeah.
face to face, he resembled Lomas.
A little bit.
Yeah. For sure. And then, like, once I saw him straight on, not from the side view, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's totally not him.
I only bring it up because it was fun. And it's the first thing our dad's done in a while, so it was cool.
Yeah.
And but you know it's a lot busier because last year we parked the next building over, and this time we had to park, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile away and take a tour bus back over. So it was like, yeah, it's going to be a pretty good season. And then all of a sudden, a couple of days later, they sold out. There's no season tickets left.
Yeah.
They sold out season tickets at Ford Field.
Never done it at Ford Field.
Ever.
Never. They have
We're
it.
just
They
drinking
have
the
it.
Kool-Aid.
They have it at the Silverdome, I
Silverdome,
believe.
I'm sure they have. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
We were talking because Craig was like, I don't know, maybe they might. He goes, it might be ever. I'm like, it may be, but I don't think so. I think they sold out at Silverdome before.
I mean, 80,000 there.
Yeah, but I don't know how many season tickets they were. They
I
might.
gotcha.
Yeah, I just think they had. Because I remember people trying to get them and having to be on a waiting list.
Yeah.
Back then. So
I just wanted to lean into sports for a second because the Lions and their awesomeness, and then also
You're trying to summon Eric.
trying to summon Eric. No, actually, I didn't even think about that. I was hoping he'd be here because we were going to talk about Mongo because Mongo's going to die.
Yeah, he's really sick.
I know he's really
does not
sick
look
for
good
the
at all.
ALS and stuff, but he's in the hospital and he's septic and he's got pneumonia and he's got ALS. I don't think that dude's coming out of the hospital, man.
probably not.
No.
Like, he looked terrible like a long time ago.
Oh yeah, he's looked terrible for years now. But it's just I used to make fun of the guy because I thought he was a horrible wrestler. He wasn't bad, but I don't want him to die, so I feel kind of bad about that. And he was a Chicago Bear, so I did hold that against him for a little while. But
Should we send him a candygram?
He was a good ball player
he was,
when he played.
yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yep,
But the funny thing was about him, he was really charismatic outside of wrestling. Like, he would do interviews.
yeah.
Like, they interviewed him. I heard him, he was on Jim Rome one time. He was really funny. Then he was on. He did the seventh inning stretch one time, and he called out the ump. He got booted. He had a lot of charisma in that regard.
Yeah.
But in terms of when he was a pro wrestler, where you really need that mic like charisma, he was
wasn't
like
the same.
He was kind of like vanilla. I don't know why it just didn't.
That's
just
he
didn't
was,
work for him.
He was like that during his playing career. Everybody loved him. He was just very outgoing and
I'm sure
charismatic.
WCW signed him thinking this is a shoe-in.
Yeah,
Ex football player. He's big. He's strong. He's got good. But it just didn't work.
Nope, it didn't work.
And I felt the one thing that made me feel really bad for him is Kevin Green came and just did like a couple matches. He wasn't even signed. He just
Yeah,
and he had like more panache and more like personality than Mongo as a wrestler, and he just did it like a couple times.
yeah, exactly.
He did a match versus the Giant, actually. It was a good match.
Yeah,
So Kevin Green could work a fucking match.
yep. It was crazy.
I guess he was sort of athletic.
Yeah, he was sort of. But you're right, because Mongo, that's what he was known for. He played for 15 years basically, and he was known for being an outgoing, charismatic guy on the field. In anywhere he went, and all of a sudden it did not translate, and it was unfortunate.
Into wrestling?
No, it did not.
Yeah.
Some people, it's just like
Only in the ring. Everything else he was like that, but all of a sudden he got in the ring, he was just like boring as fuck.
Yeah, it didn't work. Some people you just figure they'd be a shoo-in, and
But I did want to ask you a question, because my kids are now all of a sudden starting to get into wrestling a little bit. And I thought they were going to want to watch SummerSlam tonight, but they did not. And they're like, we'll watch a replay tomorrow. I'm like, what? That's boring. Anyways, we watched a couple of clip shows on the WWE network on Peacock. Mm-hmm. They should sponsor us. WWE on Peacock. And it was awesome entrances. And I was going to ask you, because you're a wrestling fan. You don't know a lot of the new ones, obviously, but you know most of the old ones. What is, you think, maybe not what's your favorite, and then what do you think is probably the most popular ring entrance ever?
Ever.
Who's your favorite, first of all?
My favorite ring entrance,
because I had trouble with it too, because they were saying this, and I'm like, man, I can't think of anything. They started naming some, and I was like, oh yeah, I guess so.
Did they do Shawn Michaels?
Shawn Michaels was up there,
coming across at the
the
San Antonio, whatever dome's there.
Coming across the zip line. They
That's
showed
got
that.
to be the one of them.
Oh yeah.
My favorite.
It doesn't have to be anything spectacular. It just be like which one maybe got the.
I mean, my favorite. I always like LOD.
Oh yeah.
But when they came down on the bikes, that was cool.
Yep.
But I don't know. I never was a connoisseur of entrances. So
I was the same way.
So I don't know. It's probably going to be I don't know, Austin with a Zamboni. Maybe was that one of them?
That was one. They showed that. But,
Okay.
But I think in general, and they didn't really talk about special ones. They did, because they showed all those. They showed Austin on the Zamboni, the beer truck, the ATV, all the stuff with that. But a lot of them were just like their normal entrances.
Okay, there's the standard one.
Yeah.
Goldberg.
Goldberg was one of them. That's one of the ones they showed. They didn't rank them. They just basically had people throw them out there.
Okay, yeah.
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker was up really
That's what I was going to say. Maybe
like, which one do you prefer? The old school Undertaker, where he came in on because remember he came on the back of a hearse one time, but it was him with the hair over his eyes with that stupid hat.
I like the old school Undertaker because it was really, really dark.
Yeah,
and it was more like old west, like from a western kind of vibe. Someone
brought up one, and it's a I think he's a current wrestler, maybe he's an announcer or something. Damian Priest. And he's a wrestler now. There's no more now. And he brought one up, and he's like, telling you, the song itself, this song.
I know what it is. Gangrel.
The Brood. Yes. Yeah. They brought up the Brood.
That's the best entrance music ever.
He's like, that song, I don't care what you say. Even outside of wrestling, that's a kick-ass song. And they started playing. I'm like, hell yeah, that's right. I forgot.
What song?
From the Brood was Gangrel, The Edge, and Christian.
It just has.
They were supposed to be vampires,
and they came up, and then there was fire around them. It was a really cool
But the song itself is what sold it. Is like that guy, and they talked to Jimmy Hart because, of course, he made the fucking song. He's like, and they just
Just think of 3 vampires coming for you, Al.
Yeah.
Big 6'5" vampires.
Yeah.
Coming out of the ground, literally. There's fire around. Yeah, that was a bad entrance.
Yeah,
that's
pretty badass.
Especially for late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was like, damn, when did he do that?
And but Jimmy Hart did that one. And then they
he did most of
them.
He did.
Well, because he
he was a musician.
Shawn
right?
Michaels. Shawn
he was
Michaels.
In the Gentries. Keep on dancing.
Yeah.
That was him.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels, he did that. And you know the sexy boy part with the lady doing sexy boy?
Yeah.
That was him. He just did it and turned up the...
Okay.
It was just him doing it because he's like, we didn't have any women wrestlers to do singing or anything. I just did it myself and just fixed it in post. I'm like, oh, shit. It was him. He did a lot of them. But they started talking about him. But, they're like, oh, the pop and everything. But is there any entrance that had a bigger pop than Austin's just the glass breaking? When
No.
when the glass broke and the place went fucking nuts.
It was. I mean, they didn't have the crowds.
No,
maybe
that's true.
that Hogan had.
No.
But the rabidness of the crowd was probably more.
Oh,
for
it was
Austin.
crazy.
It was fucking nuts.
They showed it was one of the WrestleManias or one of them, so it was a big stadium. And it was actually more recent. He had come out. He was already retired at this point, but they did WrestleMania at AT&T Stadium, so they were Cowboys play. And of course, he came out because fucking it's in Dallas, and just the glass shattered, and just 80,000 fucking people went fucking ape shit. So I think as far as pop, it's got to be Austin.
Yeah. He gets shit a lot because he didn't care for the business and everything. But
Yeah.
Ultimate Warrior was cool.
Oh, that was one other one they brought up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause he would come sprinting down, and the music was intense.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's fucking all on
That
steroids.
one was
and-
probably at that point as intense, or it was close to what Austin got. Honestly, it was especially like when no, it wasn't Skydome, because Skydome he didn't run out. Did they come out? Did he run out at Skydome, or did they come out on those stupid like? Remember they had the moving podiums and stuff, or was that WrestleMania 3? Anyways, but anytime the Warriors music came on, and he just ran out. Even Ron Simmons was like, he's like Ultimate Warrior, man. They played that song, and all of a sudden it was all business. He just sprinted down there.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was Ron Simmons, man.
Yeah, Ron Simmons is this guy's a fucking that's an alpha male there. Dude.
Yeah.
That's a tough guy.
Yep, and he loved Ultimate Warrior's entrance.
Yeah,
It was the other one was, I can't remember what the other one. Oh, the other one was Ultimate SummerSlam Moments, but that was not as cool because it's just SummerSlam. But
yeah, I even like Goldust.
yeah,
because he did psychological warfare.
yep,
He was like sexually androgynous, and you'd come down to the ring, and they were like the wrestlers just were out of sorts trying to deal with the psychological warfare.
well, yeah,
he
because
was
they're
doing.
manly men. They're not used
Yeah.
to dealing with this.
And the funny, Dustin was talking about that character.
Yeah.
He said, I didn't want to do it. He goes, my first feud was with Savio Vega.
Yeah,
And he goes, and Savio Vega was, was Puerto Rican. It wasn't just part of his. He was, and they were in New York, and there's a bunch of Puerto Ricans in the crowd. He's like, we were wrestling. And he goes, and he said, I got him in a body lock. And he's like, Dustin, feel me up. He's like, what? He goes, feel me up. These guys will go nuts. He's talking about it as like the Puerto Rican fans are going, and he went and it felt up. Savio, the fan, like
they lost their minds.
they were trying wanting to kill him. Yeah.
Goldust, that was Dusty Rhodes' kid, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Dustin.
Yeah.
The other one
Yeah.
is Cody, the American Nightmare.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, he was like telling him how to trigger his own folks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like,
good. That's how you got. That's what you got to do.
You got to get the crowd mad at you. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
Yeah. But Goldust was that was cool. Then Marlena, his wife,
oh yeah,
Terry,
Terry.
who's still pretty hot.
still pretty hot. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
you know-
spinner.
Actually, another one they brought up with the entrances, and I kind of forgot about it because the song's okay, but there's no singing. It's just him talking, and it was $1 Million Man. They said he comes out and the music starts playing. Everybody's like, not the song itself, but his entrance. Everybody in the crowd hated him because he was rich and they weren't.
It was
So
perfect.
It was perfect. But they talked to Jimmy Hart again because, of course, he did the fucking song.
Yeah.
And it was like, when Ted came up to me and he's like, we're going to do this song. And Ted's like, yeah, but man, I can't sing. I can't carry a note. It's like, all right, well, just kind of talk your way through it. And he talked his way through it. And it was like, yeah. So he talked his way through it and it worked out perfectly.
The $1 Million Man.
And it walked out with Virgil. And I'm like, hey, kids, look, that's Virgil. That's not his slave. They're like, what? I'm like, he's totally not a slave. He doesn't, I mean, he owns them, but he's not a slave.
Yeah, and you remember when he defected from him?
Yeah.
He goes, I'm a man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that
Oh, my daughter's convinced that Virgil's gay also.
no, actually he's not.
Oh, and he just lives with some dude. It says, it even says on Wikipedia, lives with his friend,
Yeah.
Jerry, or whatever. The dude's name.
Supposedly Virgil has a huge member. Huge. According to Marty Jannetty.
Well,
Shoot
Marty
him.
would know.
Yeah,
I don't know how Marty would know, but he would know.
a lot of them guys did a lot of partying together, man.
I guess so, man. It was pretty interesting. I mean, I know you watched some of the wrestling stuff on the Peacock, or I don't know if you
do.
still do, but
I do.
it's
I still though I'm like set in my ways. I watch stuff It's like my consumption of pop culture. Everything ended with 9/11.
Yeah.
That's when I died.
All right.
Like all my consumption. Like I got like addicted to the internet, and I never like.
Yeah, I get that.
But it was like, I mean, there's some. I guess I got into some stuff a little after, but it's really started to fade in the octs. That's when I was like done.
Yeah, it's just. I won't watch a show because it showed some of the newer stuff, but a lot of the older stuff. So I could kind of like, I don't know who half these people are like that they're talking to, but you can tell that they were always fans of this stuff, so they know a lot of shit. Like I know who Ezekiel is because he did that whole Ezekiel Elias thing where he plays his own brother basically. So
okay,
so the week where Ezekiel's coming out, he shaves, but the next week when he comes out, he's Elias. He hasn't shaved for a week, so it's like, no, I'm not Ezekiel, I'm Elias. So he's lying to you. Anyways, I know who he is. I know who some of the chicks are because they're good looking.
Oh yeah, they are.
Alexa Bliss or Liv Morgan or whatever.
I saw a few matches just because I just wanted to see how good he was. It was Rick Steiner's son.
Yeah.
He's more like Scott when Scott was young.
When Scott could actually move around.
Yeah, and he was real athletic. Yeah, he's super athletic like Scott. Now Scott's son isn't going to wrestle because he's a heavily recruited basketball player.
Wow.
I don't know. I think I forgot where he committed to, but he's like Division I, like blue chip, like really good ball player. So.
Yeah, it's weird because remember back in the day, everybody was like this big, huge, stocky, strong guys and stuff, and then Steiner was kind of both. Scott Steiner was both. He was athletic, but he was also stocky and ripped. And there's a few of those guys still around, but it seems like all these guys now, they're all ripped and they're strong, but they're all built like Randy Orton, where they're like lean.
Yeah, they're all like CrossFit.
But huge, big. Yeah. Like they're showing some of these guys. I'm like, that guy's a wrestler? He doesn't look like it.
And the only people that like look like wrestlers to me used to look like when I think of a professional wrestler.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman looks like how wrestlers used to look to me. And Otis.
Yeah.
He had that barrel chest, and
I guess to a certain extent, there's a Scottish guy, Drew McIntyre, kind of looks like an old school wrestler.
He's big.
He's big, but yeah, you're right. A lot of them are.
They don't like him to be too big. Now maybe they want everybody to kind of be able to do everything.
Yeah,
but to me, like I like just watch like pro wrestling. I just like watching big, huge dudes. That sounds gay.
I know what you meant.
It was gay as fuck, dude.
But that's what I like. I'm into big, huge men.
That was fucking GAF.
Muscles glistening with fucking oil. That's what I'm into.
Not gay. Yeah. But yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sweat dripping off their body.
Are you sure you're not talking about fucking being gay?
One of the other things.
Sound like it.
The other show was
when I watch wrestling
was best SummerSlam moments, and one of them I forgot about was two Undertakers. When there was two, and it was fucking the guy who played Chains was the other Undertaker.
Yeah,
Brian. Oh my God, I can't remember his name.
That guy kind of fucked the Undertaker over. Did you hear about that?
No.
Well, I feel bad talking about Mark, even though I don't know Mark. But no, what
I feel
happened?
like you know him though.
No, but what happened was, I guess it was Undertaker's first wife.
Oh,
basically, he took her from Undertaker and just bailed from the wrestling business. Just
really?
left. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Mark's an awesome dude.
I've heard that from Tom Segura.
That fucking guy is awesome.
Yeah.
Like he's on Rogan. He's been on a few I've watched like 3 or 4 podcasts he's done.
Yeah.
He's just cool, dude.
He's a nice guy.
He's just a fucking cool dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Segura thing.
Oh yeah.
They fucking send him over to the Undertaker's house to look at the fucking
That's
gym
awesome.
setup.
Yeah.
And he comes out, he goes, "Oh, hey, I'm Mark." He goes, "I know who the fuck you are."
Yeah.
Hey, you're the Undertaker.
I told the kids that story last night.
It's fucking-
No, it's cool because now I have an excuse to kind of watch some of it because my kids are getting into it. So
right.
I think Craig's there. I know Paige was supposed to go to SummerSlam. I assumed he was going. I don't know if he is or not.
Tonight?
Yeah. It's
Oh, no
it's
shit.
at Ford Field.
Oh, no shit.
Oh, it is down there.
Yeah.
But
That's why
There's,
I had the Tigers game earlier today.
There's midget wrestling coming up.
my favorite.
It's empowering that they have midget wrestling.
My favorite shoot wrestling interview ever is Buff Bagwell.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about Sid. He goes, "You know why Sid didn't achieve a lot in wrestling? Softball."
Oh yeah.
He's addicted to softball.
He was
man.
addicted to softball.
So Sid literally gave, like, they offered him Hogan's spot. Like, they wanted someone, because the Ultimate Warrior wasn't panning out. They wanted someone to be that guy. Remember, they even tried to give it to Lex Luger at one point.
Oh, yeah.
The Lex Express. So they were like, okay, Sid.
Talk about no charisma.
We're gonna get Sid in here because he's got. And then Sid's like, man, I don't want to do it.
No, softball, man.
And he's like, and Kevin Nash was telling that story. He's like, it's because he wanted to play softball, man. He was like, so Sid, I hope you're the best softball player on earth, man.
It's just it doesn't work sometimes. But Ultimate Warrior thing, like, I watched another one of those shows where I talked about him. Actually, it was because I started watching something and it was about Sting and how he finally in like 2015 made it to the WWE.
Yeah, I finally agreed.
And finally did something, and now he doesn't do it with them anymore. Anyways, he does stuff with all AEW. But it was that, and I started looking him up, and him and Hellwig were partners at one point. They were
Blade Runners.
Blade Runners, yeah. Sting and I can't remember what Warrior's name was.
Yeah,
Dingo Warrior.
It was like Blade or Blaze.
That was like back in the day.
It was like 85.
Yeah.
He even went by Jim Justice at one point.
Yeah. And man, they were fucking huge. Like Warrior was really ripped when he was a Warrior, and Sting was really in good shape when he kind of broke big in WCW.
Fucking massive.
They were massive. Holy shit, they were massive.
Yeah.
They were
Like-
straight up bodybuilders.
Yeah, they frickin' the Ultimate Warrior looked like fucking Dorian Yates or something.
Yeah,
like
no.
that kind of big.
It was insane.
Like
But-
he was had to be around 300 pounds.
oh yeah, easily.
And Sting was 270 or something.
Sting-
wasn't as big, but he was still huge.
yeah.
All natural too, right?
Yeah, God, yeah.
And and Sting obviously never once he broke big, he was never that big. When he was probably 240, 250.
Yeah, Sting got just in good working shape
Yeah.
after that. But
But it was, that led me on to something. So I started watching something else about Jim Hellwig and how he. It was Jake the Snake, because they wanted Jake the Snake to finally get a title shot. He's like, "This is it. This is gonna be my big break. I'm finally gonna start making some money doing this stuff." And he was finally getting some push.
yeah,
And they're like, "You're gonna fight Ultimate Warrior at this event." I can't remember what event it was. And the Ultimate Warrior chose that exact moment to start doing his contract, trying to get more money out of Vince.
yeah.
And he basically threatened to not show up at a show, and it was supposed to be the show that he was supposed to fight Jake the Snake at. And they basically like said to him, "Hey, man, don't worry, we'll work everything out. Just show up." But he held out for like weeks and weeks and weeks, and weren't sure if he was going to show up at the show. And he did show up, and he showed up, and I think he ended up winning the match, beat Jake the Snake. But Jake's like, he's like, "I don't care if I lost. I'm going to be making much money." And Hellwig walks back through the curtains, and Vince is like, "All right, good show. You're fired." And he fired him right there as he walked through the curtain. He's like, no one will ever threaten me like you, the way you did. Basically held him hostage, and that was it. He didn't make any money after that. Yep. He fucked Vince over, and Vince is like, "Nope. No more. Not happening."
Vince is he's the final say.
Yeah. I was that was the other one. I don't want to keep on talking about wrestling because I know it's a big past subject, but
It's
they
pretty
showed
cool.
Brian Danielson, or Daniel Bryan.
Yeah,
Sorry, his real name is Brian Danielson. I was like, where did he come with that ring name? He goes by Daniel Bryan, but his real name is Brian Danielson. Anyways,
so awesome.
I don't know how he came up with it. He got really popular, probably 7 or 8 years ago now. Mm-hmm. And, but he's small. He's not a big guy.
No,
And,
he's like 5'10" or
he's
something.
like 5'10". He's in good shape, but he basically just came up with the thing where he comes out and he's positive, and he just does that yes thing, and everybody fell for it, and everywhere he went, they're doing it. So he got a really big push, and I think it was Cena who picked him. Like somehow something happened, and Cena's like, well, they let him pick who he's going to fight at WrestleMania, and all these people were out on stage, and he picked Daniel Bryan out of everybody. Mm-hmm. And the storyline was that no one could believe they picked him, and then Vince came out and he started talking shit about him. It's like, I don't like John Cena as a champion, and I like you as champion, even less. But he paused before he said even less. So you're like, wait, what's he saying? He's like, even less. And then that was part of the storyline.
Yeah,
but it was
no one-
also real. He really didn't want him to be the champ. He just he didn't get it, you know?
You didn't get why people like
No.
him, yeah.
And then Hunter Hearst, Triple H popped in, and he's like, he thought it could work. He knows he's a good worker, but he ended up turning it. And it was, anyways. I just thought that was funny because Vince doesn't care if he doesn't think you're right. He's going to tell you straight up you're right.
Yeah.
But then he made it part of the storyline too, and I thought that was pretty brilliant.
Well, Vince is there's one thing Vince has a lot of faults, but if he thinks he can make money with you,
Yeah,
he'll forgive you. Like there's guys that like him and Hogan, they had a brutal divorce, like a professional.
Oh, yeah.
divorce. It was awful what they drug each other through court and
Yep.
fucking sued each other. It was bad. But when when the
Hogan
dust,
basically snitched on him.
Yeah,
with
exactly.
the steroids and everything.
and when the dust settled, he brought Hogan back.
Yeah.
And just he's still Hogan. I can still make money with. Like he doesn't give a shit. Like you can double cross him if he thinks he can make money with. Eric Bischoff tried to put him out of business.
Yes.
But then he called Eric. He's like, "Hey, be good to have you be the the bad guy. To bring Eric in as his rival.
Yeah.
And he paid him good.
He is a businessman. He knows.
He doesn't give a shit.
He does not give a shit.
So
Well, I mean, look what he turned it into.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You know,
Well, he took it from he got the company from his dad. I think he bought it from his dad. He didn't just
Yeah.
he paid.
Yep.
And fucking man,
Yep.
yeah. I
In the
mean,
last
he just
40
said
years, he's blown that thing up.
it wasn't midget wrestling; it's micro wrestling.
Oh, that's,
At that place I saw that was at the show
The
last
Diesel?
night.
Yeah.
Diesel, and then also at Harpo's 2 days later.
wow.
Yeah,
It's a quick turnaround for all the wrestling and
yeah.
stuff.
So
Yeah.
if you guys got any points, I'm ready to shut it down because my back is really bugging.
That's cool. I'm
no.
really tired because I was cutting trees down all day. I was lumberjacking.
I got a bunch of stuff left.
I know what
And I
song we're going to
wasn't-
end with. No,
I wasn't. Yeah, it is. That's you got to play that.
I'm a lumberjack, baby.
No,
I was lumberjacking, and I don't mean jacking my lumber. I was doing real lumberjacking. I bought a chainsaw,
Skin your ass raw.
and I took it back an hour later
Why?
because it was not meant for those.
Did
They're
you get it
small.
from Harbor Freight?
No, they were just the trees are too small.
Oh,
And,
I got you.
mean, I'm not cutting that big giant mulberry tree down.
Peace and chicken grease, fellas, says the Promised Land.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, I took it
Cousin,
back.
I need you to cast me in a movie. Make me a big star. All right.
Yeah, dude. I can act, man.
Yeah,
I can sing and dance,
Well, no, I can't sing.
Ding, ding,
and I do
ding,
really
ding.
good impersonations of everybody.
Yeah.
I can. Yeah, you do. That's true. That's a good point.
If you need a bad actor that can't read,
Yeah.
I can do it for you.
I could do that also.
Where is my brother?
You
Why-
killed my brother.
Who do you think you are,
All
Billy?
right. Sounds good.
Oh wait, he took me seriously.
Yeah,
I'm
it's just
sorry.
a-
But, dude, I totally
care.
will.
I'll do it.
I'm not kidding. I
I'll do a
totally
bit
will.
part. I'll do a bit
And
part.
you'll be amazed with my abilities.
Oh yeah, your mixer moved locations this month. So his movie mixer
Is it?
where did it go?
It's not at its usual spot. I feel like it's closer actually.
Really?
Yes, your filmmaker
Where-
mixer on the 8th is not at its current at its normal
Yeah,
location.
where are you doing the mixer at?
Yes,
Ted?
please let us know.
We'll shout it out.
On the 8th, as in coming up
Yes.
this 8th?
Yeah, on Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday.
6-8 running mates.
Oh yeah, the Cashew stage. That's right.
Caju stage.
Stage stage.
Yep,
Where's that?
Cashew.
Down on Caju. I can guess now.
Where?
Hold on. We need more. We need more information. Oh, it's a performance and stuff place.
It's a stuff place.
Oh, it's a stuff place. Okay.
Yeah.
We love
It
those.
is on Cashew. That is a fact. And it is 4925 Cashew Road in Detroit. Near. It's free. Just have to register. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Sweet.
Cashew and
There.
past between Chandler Park and Mac.
Return to the Mac.
Between Chandler Park Drive and Mac.
Wait,
Oh, I know where that's at.
well, the Caju Cafe's right there, so like, it's got to be right around there somewhere.
That might be it.
I don't know.
It looks like it's on the other side of the street from the cashew.
You lied to me.
I only remember houses over there, but I haven't been there in a little
Okay,
bit.
so Cashew Cafe is here. It's up here.
Oh, it's far from there. Okay. Farther. Yeah.
It's like a block, too.
Yeah.
Might have to check it out. It's on Tuesday, right? Yeah. I don't know why it seems closer to go to Cashew, but it's actually just the same distance as it would be to Royal Oak. But I don't understand why I'm thinking, oh, it's so much closer.
Well, 94 is like right by us, so.
Yeah, but where he's at in Royal Oak
Yeah.
is on Main Street and 11 Mile. It's like
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, because I thought about
Food is free.
It's free food.
All right, I'm going.
All right,
I ain't going to
so-
do any acting, but
I'm
show
going
up.
to. My abilities need to be on screen.
Yeah.
So we're going
That's
to
how
check
we
it
can
out.
progress this podcast. We become
Yes.
movie stars.
So, Al, do you not have a chainsaw now?
So first of all, it was just a cordless. You know, like I have Ryobi products, so I had a bunch of Ryobi batteries. They had it on sale. It's just a cheap 10-inch.
Okay, I was about to tell you because I have an Echo Go,
Do you really?
and that fucking thing is awesome.
It
Oh
rips.
yeah, I bet.
It is fucking awesome. So
Yeah,
if you want
no-
to borrow that thing, you let me know.
Okay, cool. Because I might need to, but this thing was just kind of useless because it was only like a 10-inch blade on it.
This thing is quiet, and it goes. Whoosh.
Yeah, those echoes are
This
nice.
fucking thing's badass, dude.
Could I cut down a 60-foot silver maple with it?
Well, what happened? Yeah. Well, the thing was that's why I got it, and then I went and did it, and my thing is the main reason I got professionals to do that.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much. We could have chipped away at it over time or let it fall. I didn't. I wanted to just get rid of the wood.
Yeah.
It was always an issue finding out where to put it, the wood. So I was just like, come get it, get rid of it. But that thing is quiet as fuck, and it cuts right through, and it's strong as hell, and it is just bad ass.
I might need to borrow it.
So Al's a lumberjack.
Hey,
Yeah.
I got a question about your jackery. Your jackery.
Yeah, the 500.
It's a 500?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's all I had.
Yeah, because they had the 1,000, which was I thought was overkill, but really what I should have went with. But a 500 will run, it'll run like a TV, a line, and a CPAP machine. So
Actually, I was more worried about my fridge.
Wait, what?
it could run a
A
fridge.
chainsaw?
It could run a small fridge. It can run a small fridge.
I mean, you're 500, but 1,000 could run the fridge.
Yeah, 100.
You're talking about generators now.
It's not. It's a power station.
Power
1,000 could run your
you keep 'em
fridge.
charged.
Power
and
station? As in, like.
it looks like a big
Robert
fucking battery
Palmer?
with a
Like
handle.
I could run the one out my dad's garage with mine, but a big full size one, no.
Yes, I was
Is
talking about
Ro-
power station. The Robert.
Robert Palmer and
Dweezil?
and the Taylor guys.
Well, I thought Dweezil was in it. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
No, it was the guys from Duran Duran.
Taylor's, right?
John and Andy Taylor.
Anyways, yes. So I might have to look into that because I need one because our power went out last night again
So
for like 49 minutes.
yeah, you barely survived.
Someone destroyed a pole at Utica and Eastland, and my power went out.
Oh.
And I sent a fucking tweet immediately to DT. I'm like, you fucking people.
That must be horrible.
It's been 20 years since the blackout, and you still haven't got shit fixed. I let them have it, and then it was like, it wasn't their fault at all.
Yeah, like, dude, it's not the infrastructure, man.
It's no,
Someone
well,
crashed
technically it is because somebody hit the infrastructure.
Yeah.
But,
But I was so pissed. Because the week before, power went out for 22 hours, but I bought groceries just before the power went out. And I literally just got stuff from Costco yesterday, and my fucking power went out. I was livid.
yeah, you're gonna lose all your groceries.
I was so pissed.
Yep.
Well,
So that's when I started talking to those guys. I'm like, these motherfuckers. And he offered up his battery power station.
you know what I say? I think everything should be electric.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
No, not really.
Yeah.
But
I can't
it's-
wait till my T-shirt shows up that says gasoline forever.
Yeah.
You need it.
Yes.
Mike's back certain. Let's go.
All right, Radiounderground.co.
And
Radiounderground.co. And why isn't Jesse James song playing? Oh,
It is.
I forgot it has a slow beginning. So, anyways, Radiounderground.co, not com, co.